If there's any-
Hello.
Well, there is a twisted tea left.
Alright.
Swiping it.
Aw. Looking forward to that.
Oh, you want me to go get some more? I can just roast them.
Yeah, if you want. Sure. Right on.
I can drop.
Who would care to regale us with a tale of what happened last week on Iron Guard?
Sure. Okay, well, we arrived in the undersea of jellyfish, unable to see anything decently, then jumped down a ravine, pursuing the undead leader, while you found the dwarves. However, they're caught in a underground pocket, so, swimming back, probably gonna die. Bad idea. So now we fought some water elementals or something?
Some strange water elementals that came summoned out of... Oh shit, the shrine.
And, the undead guy bit the dust and was collected up along with Vince's body, who was also quite unfortunate. And, now some weird guy followed us.
Hey.
He's been here the whole
He's
time.
been here the whole time, and we bonded a lot, actually.
It's because of my skin color, isn't it?
Bromril is a trusted member of the Iron Guard, has been employed for many, many years. As a Durger, he is shunned by the racism of his new home, but it is his home nonetheless. He defends it with stalwart fervor. He has never let anybody down to date.
Until Vince.
Yeah. Is Savage still doing okay up there?
You're right.
I'm not letting you forget about
The
him.
camera pans against Savage's face and he's like looking through a newspaper. Nobody knows where he got it from. Nearby there's an undead paperwork. Anyways, he's looking through it. Look at the job
And a
ads.
rotting dragon.
Job market's
Just
sure
kind of
changed.
bobbing there.
Trying to catch more fish.
He's
because
learning the
taste he was
history
given.
through the newspaper.
Yeah, using.
200 years being stoned.
Yeah, pretty much, eh?
So he needs to learn.
He's
That's
he's relearning about all of society, and even the newspaper is like 50 years old.
All the dialect is weird.
Oh, no doubt. Who knows if you'd be able to read it fluently?
Yeah, 200 years. Yeah,
200 years in the Dwarven culture, I can't imagine a lot changes, to be honest.
Yeah, like our culture is a little bit crazy.
Our culture, yeah, it's the hallmark of humans in D&D even, is that we, our generations go by so quick that we evolve very quickly as a result. Anyhow, so our camera opens up and our heroes, I meant to change the lighting up, of course. Nice, my phone's trying to connect to the car. That'd be fun, actually. Right?
Oh, what? Just muck with her?
Yeah, it only lasts for however long, right? But all right, so there we are, and yeah, ish. No, hang on a second.
Do.
Yeah. Now from there, back to, and here, and up. Okay. And then, the brights, and from you. Man, it's really dark there. I'll see you guys.
It's always amazing how different the cameras pick things up than the eye.
These ones especially, being that they have... There we are. I think we can do it. It's that little bit of flicker. Otherwise we have steady light. Ish. There we are. Cool. So the camera's going to pan upon the scene where you guys have come to the... Oop, these are... Pardon me. Actually, it should be this way. Come to the top of the stairs where, to your surprise, the entirety of the space is well lit, although difficult to see through. Many ripples in the water cause your vision to be limited to about 30 feet. Anything beyond that is an absolute blur. You can make out the silhouettes of several assailants in the chamber still, although only one is moving. In the background, you see one giant figure, blurry as could be for all the water flowing about the chamber. You also see a sparkling something in the distance, and you hear a grinding noise for a moment, as suddenly the water elementals, the strange forces in the water that are beating the piss out of you, disappear. And a moment later, something wicked grinds out of the blue flooring ahead of you, coming forth, stomping along the ground as it does. And with that said,
Oh jeez, I
I'm just
am
going to
like,
pan in upon Bromril as we're finishing up the initiative order here. What do? You hear something wicked this way come and can make out the very faint blur of movement at some distance away. This guy's actually going to be on this side. If we're flipping
so
going up.
he happened to have also found a amulet of water breathing.
There
Yeah,
was
he's had it
six
the whole
of them.
time.
There
He's
was
had it the
6
whole
of
time.
them.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was 6 of them. It's fine. It's fine.
Savage, you might want this.
Yeah. I'm gonna have an extra in my sock. I got an extra one for every character in case you guys die.
This is weird skeletal fish float next to him. Hey, buddy.
Great.
Question has changed.
Fresh delivery. Does it work?
So I can kind of see that.
You can kind of make out a form of something in the distance moving, and technically hitting it with a ranged attack will be a disadvantage, simply for how faint it is.
Okay.
So like crossbows work
Even if you were to move
perfectly in water.
Crossbows do work, and sorry, if you moved closer, it would be it wouldn't be a disadvantage at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking like technically shouldn't like basically
slow it
everything
down.
be
Would
at
that work,
disadvantage right now?
+1 change.
Okay, terrific.
Because,
If you're wearing light armor, you're at
swinging
half
or
movement.
shooting
If
weapons
you're medium
underwater
or
is not
better,
something I tend to
then you're at full
practice.
movement in the water because it's heavy and keeps you down. Otherwise, you're struggling against the water to keep down.
Okay. Let's do a guiding bolt.
Am I still raging?
Did you hit yourself last
Yes. I think you got hit
I
last.
got hit last.
Yeah.
What if I just don't fight against treading water?
Then you technically don't move. If you're mocking my wording, I'll have you know. I talk lots, so I'm liable to mess things up. And that music is not going to work.
time?
It says make a
Come to
ranged
think of it,
spell
can we
attack.
cast spells with verbal components?
No.
No.
Literally, just
Can you cast
Okay,
spells with
then
you can
actual
breathe in the
components?
water.
Does this float away?
Still attacking
Yeah.
with fire?
Actually,
it
hold
said
on.
ranged attack.
Can you do it with a water breathing amulet? Does it explicitly say so?
I will check. I don't even remember if it was actually an item or if I just renamed the thing.
Is it
Honestly,
5e
I should
item?
be at the very top of that page.
Yeah, but
It's a 5e
if
item.
you can't even think
Hang
about
on.
it, then
Here we go. Spells pointless. It is not raw. Never mind. Yes, you can. You absolutely can because you have water breathing. According to Mr. Crawford himself. Alright, moving along.
Okay,
so we can do verbal.
Absolutely can.
Okay.
that's helpful. For him, I'm out of gas anyway.
5e. But it's not with the. It's not with the
She
one.
said it was for ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
Just your spell attack, yeah, so you would add 6.
Again, we're dancing against the line. I'll find a fantasy to show you alongside your companions as you focus in upon the round blur lumbering out of the blue.
Guiding bolt 15 to hit in that area.
Is that disadvantage?
Into that area.
Yeah.
Sure. I gotta check the AC actually, sorry.
Well, it's being guided.
Druid, ranger, sorcerer, wizard. You do need a short reading.
You got a
It's
15.
strong.
It's gonna miss by 2. As it flies away, you watch as it sparkles through the water, leaving a trail and a strange corkscrew as it meanders its way around the statue, striking the pond. As it hits, though, you watch as it brightly flashes and then goes inert. You're not actually sure it did anything. Camera pans against the scene to show your companion alongside you. As his eyes go wide, as the massive thing comes lumbering in towards him. Nephil, the massive elemental, brown and horrifying, comes in towards. You guys did damage to the water elementals last session.
Yep.
There was 30 total.
Did one drop or
No,
there was
none of them
two?
dropped.
Yeah,
She
they
did something like 30.
30-ish to each
Oh,
of them.
there's
Yeah.
several hits to different ones.
Yeah, it was about 30-ish
Like,
average,
yeah.
but she's pulling up the
There's
screenshot.
one that was top of the stairs who hit the most. There's one in the back who I think you died from, right?
Yeah.
You took hits of damage like crazy too.
Neat, no.
What did you do damage?
And
You
then
got
there
a
was
surprise
like a
attack and killed me right
different
away.
non-water elemental.
Really bad at it, take photos of this very guys.
You took plenty of photos of it.
Fortunately, yeah.
Yeah, 60 frames per second.
Right?
Probably 24.
Yeah. Now,
Do
okay,
you,
that's-
30 for animation.
The way you tally it,
it's hard to say. Yeah, fair
yeah.
enough. Pointing. As he comes lumbering towards you, taking a wild swing, you feel a massive fist coming towards. The water pressure actually helps as you attempt to dodge out of the way, managing to just narrowly miss being struck by a bludgeoning impact. But to your chagrin, a second one comes soaring in and impacts upon you for a resounding Jesus. Jesus!
Uh-oh.
Just so you know, I do have 19 AC at the moment.
This guy rolled 15 plus 8.
Okay. Just
So-
thought I'd make sure you know that,
No
just in
worries.
case you were.
I'm sorry, I just max damaged you. 16 plus 5 for 21 points.
I'm down.
Bludgeoning fistful of stone.
Oh, hang on. I might be able to.
Still going.
I'm probably down, but I'm
Rock
not.
on, brother.
Let's see if the gods liking me will matter.
What was the last golem we faced? Just down below? Iron Golem. Neat.
Nope. Oh, wait. Hang on. Can I do that as a negative?
Oh, shit.
He got hit for damage. Yeah, we're both pretty much injured the same.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, I'm down.
For 6.
Are you unconscious? Is that what you said?
I'm at 0.
Cool.
The massive eddies of the rushing fists whoosh past your diminutive form as you watch Nephil's body
Huh?
suddenly crumple against the impending
From last
fist.
session?
Nim, what do you do?
During the session too.
He didn't say.
What do you I'm so sorry.
Just dies a mess bar.
I'm so I'm so
That
sorry.
sounds so fun.
What was I doing?
I would have laughed if you crushed a random mini by accident.
Hello. How are you? Would you like to do?
Yogurt turn?
Did something like scratched your face or something?
Very
How's it
possible.
going?
My sister got a new puppy and
Oh, okay,
scratched
yeah.
the shit out of the everywhere, so
Oh yeah, I could just revive.
Yeah, it's like just below your right eye, a couple inches down.
I knew there was a reason I had this. I have revive of 5, so I can just revive. I don't care.
Wait. Going
You
with
know
this?
by yourself?
I
Hey,
could.
Curtis.
If he died within
Oh,
1 minute.
So, you want one of these or?
Amazing.
what do we got?
This
I have no idea.
Half now. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you touch a creature that has died within the last minute. The creature returns to its 1 HP.
So it's a half twist.
I don't know, man. I don't
Dude,
think that works that way.
Going?
I'm okay.
Thanks, man.
I know if I get dropped to 0, I get to 1. But
We're in it, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
pretty sure that means I lose my concentration. Yeah.
My lantern's not working anymore. Or my,
You're late.
well, I forget what you called it. It was some kind of chandelier or a chandelier thing.
Oh, that.
Does that stop if I get knocked out?
Chandelabra.
Let me
It
check.
stopped glowing for me. Just need to go full rage.
Or just leave it anyway if I do that.
Believe it or not, no, it doesn't matter. It's still lit.
Oh, cool. Even if you're dead.
It does. Yeah, it's
Is
a.
Vincent's corpse still there? Lying around?
Oh yeah, it's at the
Yeah.
end.
Just to
behind
confirm,
the-
you can only use 2 spells if the second is a cantrip bonus action. Is that right?
It doesn't have to be a cantrip. It could just be a bonus
Oh,
action.
you know
Oh,
what?
it can. Okay.
No, maybe I'm mistaken about that.
Are you talking about the fact I had light on his?
No, she does it for herself. Is that what the rules say?
I'm not looking at the rules. I'm just trying to figure out what spell I want to cast.
I knew this rule off by heart. It's been so long since somebody asked me. I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
Come to think of it, I think
your
I probably
leveled
got-
spell has to be a bonus action, and your cantrip is a standard action. That's what it is.
So it does have to be a cantrip. Has to be one of them.
That's right. It has to be.
Yeah. So I can't like cure wounds and healing word in the same round because it would destroy action economies.
Oh, hang on. This guy's
It's
summarized
a
them.
weirdly
One
specific
spell has a
rule.
casting time of 1 bonus action. You've not used a bonus action, obviously. Other spell is a cantrip. Other spell has a casting time of 1 action.
Is he asking a question then?
So, like I said, yeah. Your standard action has to be a cantrip, and then your bonus action can be a leveled spell.
It's such a weird thing.
I don't think that's right.
Sounds homebrew.
It really is not.
It's come up a few times. I think it was like
I thought
a.
it was cantrip and bonus action had to be paired, or at least cantrip had to be one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We can figure that out.
Pretty sure all
later.
cantrips are
For now,
standard.
though.
It's not taking up a spell slot, so it shouldn't be
Yeah.
an action, right?
Well, like I said, as a bard, I can't
Yeah,
heal you
wounds
and
your
heal
weapon.
you.
But you,
It would be
just because
nice.
when you're healing me,
'Cause,
you have
like-
to do that action to heal me, but the heal ward, if you want to do that, you could
Well, it's like
do something else, like an attack.
so. Yeah,
you
like
could
I can heal.
concentrate.
I can heal and use a bonus action that isn't a spell,
Yeah.
or I can use healing word and swing my
And
sword.
use concentration, and you, or even like
Well, you can maintain
Heal
concentration.
them
That's
and then give them
totally
10
independent.
HP.
Maintaining concentration is completely independent of actions. You can be doing anything and maintaining concentration, technically.
unless something hits you.
You can maintain concentration through it.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's not that hard, actually.
Just have to roll it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, that is the rule, guys.
Yeah, it's
literally,
not a
you're-
particularly hard DC.
So you can't.
If you're hit
you
while
can't cast
concentrating,
spells
it's
during
pretty
the same
easy.
turn, except for a cantrip with a
No, it
casting
scales
time
with
of
the
1
damage.
action. So you can
Okay,
cast a
So, like,
cantrip
if you
with
take
1
10
action,
damage, it's a
and you
DC
can cast a
10.
leveled spell as long as
Like
it's a bonus
anything
action.
is a DC 10,
Or rather, your
and then
bonus
if you
action
take
can be
11
a leveled
damage, it's a
spell,
DC
and your
11.
standard, if your standard
etc.
action
So
is
it
a
gets to
cantrip.
the point where the DC gets hard, but
Yeah.
I think that's even. It might have been somewhere.
I mean, good.
By the way, I'm going
I'm
to
learning.
cast Moonbeam on that guy.
Now, there's some interesting shit here. Listen to this. The maximum number of spells a character can cast in a round is 5. Cast a cantrip as an action. Cast a bonus action spell. Cast a cantrip as a reaction before your turn. Cast a cantrip as a reaction after you have reaction reset at the start of your turn. And then cast a cantrip using the extra action provided by the fighter's feature, Action Surge.
So if you max your guy out, you can do that.
That's a good one.
So, I mean, if you really, really engineer it and really want to make it happen, you absolutely
You gotta send that to James.
Yeah, I should,
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Make a con save.
Because he likes readying actions, so.
Don't nerf that on His other
I don't know if you'd be
companions.
watching to see it. We'll send this along. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright. So, as it were,
Con save.
very nice. It's going to be a 13 plus bonus, and on Earth Elemental, that's not terrible. It
Oh.
is, in my case, plus 5, so 20. 18. Terrible.
So we're fighting water elementals and an earth elemental at the same time.
They ran away.
They flickered out of existence.
Okay.
4.
4.
The water elementals turn into water.
That happens. Whatever you just cast there. What did you cast?
Moonbeam.
Very nice. So she gives you a big moonbeam. Like this.
It's a bit smaller, but
Oh, is it? Oh, actually, hang on. How big?
I think it's a 20-foot.
I think it's a little smaller than that as well.
Thought it was. I think that's pretty
10
close.
foot.
I think that's accurate. I think that's it.
That's
I
fine.
don't know. The one that he was using was really tiny, but it's
Well, what's the radius?
I'm pretty sure
5
it's
foot radius.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's the inner
10
circle
foot
of
diameter. Yeah. So inner circle, like I say. So wank, done. Hello, stay. And terrific.
So effectively, on a grid, it's hitting 4 squares. On a grid system, it'd be hitting 4 squares.
And with that, he takes 4 damage as a pale light penetrates along through the water from overhead. It dances and scintillates through the rippling waters all around you, causing the whole of the place to suddenly illuminate ever so brightly. Your eyes adjust for the moment very quickly as suddenly things become more clear, and thanks to that, people can now see an extra 30 feet. Still fuzzy, but not as much.
Okay.
And with that, from Nim to Nephil on the ground with a death save. Actually, not even on the ground, but kind of floating around.
Flailed.
One death save.
Don't worry, the gods like me. And the cleric that's behind me.
As you float away in a nightmare world where your face aches, but you're in an open field, all around you can see wheat billowing in the wind, in the distance, a large village. You look upon it and recognize it as home. You've come out to play with your friends this day. That's right, you remember this. Long time ago, though. And you look down at your clothes, still a bit wet from the water, but otherwise drying quickly in the bright sun. And the camera fades away from you to show Grunk nearby.
I'm looking up.
Drunk 'em up!
I'm looking up around my surroundings. Are there any walls in this area, or a roof, or?
The roof is a distance away in darkness, although with the moonbeam you can see it clearly ahead, clearly above, encircled with the pale light there is about probably 60 feet up above you.
So there must be walls around the edges of the building.
And then the walls are the far sides here, matching along with there and jutting in along there.
Is it possible for me to climb up to the wall behind me, not within the stairwell or whatever, but on the side? Swim up to an area, because I have no armor, right, so I can freely move and hang on to the
Oh,
the
you want to
wall.
swim to the ceiling?
I want to swim to like half, kind of up the wall, like as far as I can, and start throwing javelins at people.
I mean,
So
that's
at
fine.
this
If
point,
you
we're
just wanna
thinking this
swim
guy
up.
can't swim?
That's not good.
It's a fair,
Throwing
it's a fair
javelins at
assumption.
people.
I mean, your dude's just going to swim up the, what is it? You
It's an
have
earth element. It's
40 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's half movement in your case to just swim up, and then so that puts you at 20 feet up.
Would be half move because.
Because you're going up, as
Oh,
opposed
okay.
to down. If you're going down, it's double speed, up is half speed.
Okay.
And then
you have a swim
I have
speed?
a thing. I have a thing.
Well, just your swim speed is accompanied by your armor, right?
Well, you're not wearing any armor.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought swim. Did they change that? I thought that if you didn't have a swim speed, it was 10.
I thought it was half movement, but if you want to look it up.
I just thought the no armor.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's just like
He was right.
if you don't have a listed swim speed the way functions in the system.
I don't have a
Fucking did that.
so
Yeah.
I believe if you tap on your walking, you can see.
Oh, okay.
If you look at your walking speed,
Long jump, high
there
jump.
should be a swimming thing on there somewhere.
Typically there isn't. Long jump. Oh, you're right.
Based on strength. A lot of jumping.
One climbing or swimming.
Each foot of
each
movement
foot-
equals 1 extra foot. 2-to-1 ratio.
So half.
Yeah, and then half of that if you're going up, I guess. So 10 feet up is your capability.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't say anything with on.
If you just click where it says walking,
It's the
there's like
second
a
paragraph.
wall of text.
It's the second paragraph. Or climbing.
Or swimming. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So I don't have
if
swim speed, so I can do that.
It's not terrible, I guess.
So I guess I move 10 feet up.
There you go.
Like I said, 10 feet up.
You said 20, but yeah, 10.
Oh, like I said, 20. But it's 10.
It's 10.
It's 10. Why is it 10?
half your movement is your swim speed if you don't
And then it
have.
would be half of that for going
It goes
up.
up,
That's
yeah.
right. Okay, so as we're
How tall is
I
the
thought you
golem?
said at the beginning of the game that it was full movement if you weren't in. Oh, because he's not. Never mind.
because you don't have the salves on.
I'm there.
Yeah.
No, I'm caught up because
I'm
he's not
wearing
wearing
gauge.
armor. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, right.
Some reason they have to move 5 feet? Does they have armor on?
No, they have their full
No, they
movement when
can
walking.
move faster than we can move.
Oh, okay.
That's just my homebrew in this case.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Nice.
How
How tall is the golem?
So the golem is, he's a medium size actually, so he's technically 5 feet, just exactly.
So I'm just out of reach?
Yeah, so I mean, if you go up 10 feet, you're good.
Cool. So I'm standing at the wall.
Oh, he's large. Oh, fuck you. I'll reach you. Haha.
Dang it.
It's funny though, it's like, it is the mini, he's not large though. Like, what the fuck, wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are we at?
I'm doing the same thing anyways.
Well, it's an
Big roll.
elemental. Don't they scale
However,
massively?
I mean, it
Wouldn't it
says
be
large
easier
there,
for
and
me
it's
to
a medium-sized mini.
meet the
so
wall and then climb
someone's
it?
drunk somewhere.
would it be fat, like, because I got strength checks for climbing and then pushing on those?
What?
Rather than swimming up, if I just go into the wall and start
No,
climbing it?
just throw the damn javelin,
Or if I can get a little higher up.
man.
Hey, man. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some javelins.
And then we'll
at it.
find out if the earth elemental can swim.
Wait a minute.
Seems
I just have to
hilarious.
attack right. I don't have to lead down with him to get keep my rage going.
Yeah, totally.
Getting tested. We're gonna fight every elemental.
Perfect.
Next is fire.
Great.
Can we fight the
It's
fire
just gonna come
elemental
out
in the
and
water?
I mean, we all
It's
got
supposed to be
fire
less.
resistant
22.
22 to hit, hits.
for no
Hits
reason,
excellently.
Nicely
quote
done.
unquote.
Oh shit, sorry, 23.
Hits him even more.
8 damage on the first attack.
Okay, and you're just throwing another, is that what it is? Throw another?
Yeah, my second.
Have you been doing that? Do you have an extra attack?
I have an extra attack.
That's right, you're level 5. That's yours, sorry, 8 damage.
Yeah.
Quick draw.
15.
That's why I
15
didn't feel
to
it.
hit?
Yeah.
Misses by 2. The first one sails away, striking into the stone beast, stabbing into it and causing it to give out a low, sort of thing. As rocks seem to grind against one another to make noise in the water. And the second one, as you throw it, catches a hold of the pennies from the thing's noises in the water, vibrations throwing it off and causing
Oh,
it to miss.
poor Eddie!
Go figure. Physics, goddammit.
You killed Eddie!
Bromrel.
He's
Yeah.
been racist to you this whole campaign.
He's not Brentford.
Damn it, you killed Eddie!
You'll do your job in another
Bromrel.
hour.
What he said that like 10 minutes ago. You're up, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Knuckle and do Cure Wounds on
Yay!
11 health back.
11?
Yeah.
You rush in upon your friend,
Mercy.
bringing about the power of your gods.
I don't have to actually roll a dice for that.
Huh?
If you're at 0 HP, I can
Oh,
use
the
my
auto
Circle
max?
of Mortality.
As you find yourself situated in the fields, the golden wheat billowing all about you, suddenly it begins to pour almost comically quickly. As you look behind you to the rushing sound of water and watch as a tidal wave rushes across you, and as you open your eyes within the water, find your friend in fuzzy full form in the water's refractory as you glance about and see yourself back underwater, breathing all the same, but much, 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 much colder now.
Okay. And realizing the situational stupidity of the fact that I'm no longer have a crossbow. Because I got rid of it because my level 5 cantrip Firebolt was more effective.
This one makes me a fat guy, right?
Yeah, that sucks. Part of me wants to be nice and be like, oh, you always have your trusty sidearm. But
I have a sword still.
you specifically took it with her?
I
I
specifically.
mean, you got, with cat-like agility, you twist yourself around and get yourself righted against the floor.
Okay.
You wearing a tape armor?
Throws against you.
I think it's leather or something equivalent. Might be studded. Something
That's fine. You're floating around decently, but able to find the floor.
Studded, yeah. All right. Okay.
No, that's where I'm gonna have damage.
And,
You're up.
Sorry, where were we?
Taking half
From
damage,
Bromwell
But then,
to me.
this isn't raging.
No bonus action to the question?
This is also resistance. Bludgeoning pierce looks like.
I just got resurrected.
That's fine.
It's not my turn yet.
No, I realize that. I'm
Oh.
asking him if he's done bonus action.
Bromwell?
The Earth Elemental seems to hone in upon you, and at this point takes a swing. Oh, sorry. Jesus, sorry.
Wait, did you crit?
No, it was
Okay.
15 and 18. Both of them are gonna hit. So 15 plus 8, and then 18 plus 8.
Oh wait, roll your
Oh, yeah, right. He fails.
Who?
It's 4. And that's a 5.
Always been around
16
dice?
damage.
Good, and 9 plus 5, 14 bludgeoning. 14 bludgeoning as he comes towards you, having sensed your magical ways. He wham! Wham! 1-2s into you. I suppose actually it'd be something like, no,
What did you just...
32 from 16, because you have a 16, you said?
Oh, I see. I thought it was 8 and then you added 16 and now it's at 32, which wouldn't make sense.
No, he was at 16, now he doesn't.
Everything makes sense.
Actually I gotta do math. See? Okay. With that said, you guys see a flashing and twinkling at this point in the distance. Sorry, I meant to mention this earlier. No. Yes. No, actually, no. No. Second round, really, second round, yeah. You guys see a flashing and twinkling in the distance. Something at the base of the statue is glowing, and you can see it's you can see like a ribbon of light rush around it for a brief moment. It kind of like appears and follows along, seeing a circle, if you will, or a line at this point from your vantage, and it disappears from view. With that said, it glows it glows in a rainbow pattern, and keeps appearing and disappearing, and appearing and disappearing. And you hear a grinding noise as something's happening over here. Sorry?
So we can see 60 feet. Do we have any idea if it was a creature that just came out or...
Well, oh yeah, that's right, actually, sorry. You guys can absolutely see that it's the fuzzy form of the altar in the distance that's glowing with this shining light that's circling around it.
Is it rainbow or gradient color?
It's rainbow. It's gradient color that's shifting. Like it's shifting between all the different colors. So it's not like a big strip of rainbow
I was
colors.
thinking that, yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. No, sorry. So yeah, anybody with we'll say 13 or better passive perception can tell that the thing is slowly turning, and that's what you're hearing grinding away. Almost. No, Oh, there it is. Yay. Fixed it,
Nice.
as it were.
High tech.
Human technology, like humans. Hello.
Like,
Human technology.
Hmm.
I hope that doesn't mean you just hit somebody. Hope that they'll start working.
Does not work here.
I mean, yeah, but I recommend not doing it.
It's just the point of it, really. I mean, I don't do it, but now that we know you do, get to work.
I would like to sometimes.
As would I. So, as it were, the camera pans back to a long vantage showing the whole of the scene as it suddenly then zips in to where our our friend Nim down below at the back of the line.
Okay.
Gotta get that zoom on.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
You're going to.
I'm going to move my movie over the altar
Okay.
and also make my staff magical.
Good.
No, wait, what are you doing? I'm moving the moonbeam over the altar.
Oh! You're moving the moonbeam over the altar?
Yeah.
Alright. Mm. It is over there now. You can easily, well, the whole room is still illuminated as well as it was before. You can see the altar very clearly for the light just penetrating down upon it. And as it's doing so, the rainbow light that is revolving
closer.
around this thing is still very visible, despite the moonlight, despite the moonbeam. You can also see the corpses of both Trongish and your companion Vince floating around the altar in sort of a slow orbit. You can hit it a bunch if you want.
Hang on.
You gotta really show us.
You gotta get the Fonzie angle.
I can almost see myself.
I mean, different angles is nice, you know. I'm trying to be nice to it. I appreciate that. I've tried all
Just hit it, Curtis.
honestly. Yeah, do it, man. If it breaks, I just really have to replace it, is all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. With the hitting, it works.
Don't use knuckles.
It's
Yeah.
just happy.
Use your splatter hand. Yeah, something's gonna happen. Oh! That's the magic spot right there.
Currently that was the magic spot. So there you go.
Title it "Beating Your Stream."
There's a clip.
Yeah. The reflection doesn't even show that we're beating on the monitor. Everyone just hears something going on. What the fuck are they doing?
Yep.
I'm gonna step onto the corner.
Very good.
Okay. Were you weren't in melee with it, were you?
No, he moved away.
You rush forward, charging up your staff as you do. It fills itself with your aggressive energies, feeling it resonate in your hand, growing warm against the waters. As your feet start to hit the tiles, you can see reflection rippling underneath you in the polished blue stone, and you can see ahead of you a crouched statue situated upon them. As you step upon and see a reflection there, there's a almost instant glow of energy around your foot as you step upon the blue tile. Nothing happens otherwise.
It's me.
Very good. And from there, we go to Neffel.
All right. I'm gonna describe this with a bit of
Sure.
paint, but so
What is it,
basically,
paint. Hit me.
all right. Well, no, I'm gonna hit him. So basically, grabbing off the creature and rotating around behind it, I take my sword from my hilt and attempt to strike at the back of the creature.
All right.
So I'm using its own body to rotate and actually strike.
Fair enough. You grab a hold of him and swing around.
As I draw my weapon, swinging
She doesn't need
for 20 to hit.
Very nice.
Not that.
For math 20. Cool.
For math,
Very good hit.
for math 20, yeah. Sorry, my actual...
You swing around him, taking him from the rear. As you reach around
For
him
10 damage.
with your sword, you stab in viciously. 7 damage.
With my short
7
sword.
damage?
10.
10 damage.
Max damage.
Right.
Because, you know, the bard with the sword, you gotta fear this guy.
Crashing into him with your blade for 10 damage. You peel off a bunch of his stone carapace as the shrine in the distance continues to grind, spinning around, and the camera goes from Netful to Grunk, floating up above.
So, are you looking to see on this? With my totem spirit, I get half damage on myself. With my rage, I get half down to myself.
Okay.
I've looked it up, and it says it doesn't stack.
Okay.
So, what's the point of me doing rage anymore?
Huh?
Because you still get bonuses to your attack.
Pardon me?
You still get
And
bonuses to your
reduce
attack.
damage and stuff.
Doesn't reduce damage.
It doesn't stack. It's just resistance once, as
Oh.
opposed to stacking resistance. So it's like half of half.
So I guess yeah. you
Oh
get
yeah,
plus
they wouldn't
some
stack if
checks.
that's what...
Some stuff stacks.
Wait, so what is your understanding of it's not stacking?
Okay, so I have resistance to damage, relieve, bludgeoning, piercing,
Everything
blah,
but
blah.
psychic, yes.
Right, and then with the totem it's the same thing. You can't stack them together, so I get a quarter damage rather than half damage, right?
Yeah, but you only have resistance to some damage, and then your totem expands that to have resistance to all damage except for psychic.
I guess so.
You. So what are you
Yeah,
doing?
it's more about, like, if you're fighting somebody that's hucking spells at you, though.
So what are you doing? As you're floating here in the depths of Waterroad Castle, facing off against
another
Earth
10
Elementals.
feet.
Alright?
I shouldn't have to worry about my movement
Well,
after
then
that.
that's how you swim.
Nope, that's how you swim.
Thank you.
That's
I
not
will
what you
throw some spears at his face. If I have the equipment, I haven't checked for a while.
How many
I lost
spears you
two-
got?
I lost 2 javelins, sorry. Not very many, actually. I was really hoping it would stack. Okay, I looked at it.
I don't know, a 10 or a 20 foot.
I hit with 1. If I have the range. Oh,
Well,
javelin
that was a
has-
hell of a time. But yeah, no, you hit him just fine. Hang on, what'd you roll to hit?
My first one missed, and I rolled something was bonus.
Perfect, yeah, that one hits. And how much damage? I wonder if I can do this.
I really wish that could have stacked before.
Yeah, you gotta step in, because I moved around so you get flanking.
7.
Oh, yeah.
7?
7 damage.
Cool.
Nice.
And that's gonna be.
How many more you got?
Couple.
I didn't really look, but okay. It hurls away
Just a weapons store.
and strikes at the ball of the Earth Elemental down below. As he's facing off against your companions for another 7 damage, bringing him to 49. Yeah, it's good.
So I don't know if I have to add my damage extra from my rage,
Okay.
or if it's in there already because I pressed rage.
Press range.
But when you click on
Oh,
rage,
I see.
does it
I see
affect
what
your
you mean.
stats, or have to think about it?
It'll say actually if you tap on the final numbers whether it's measuring.
How it adds it up, yeah. I don't think it's a toggle, but it might be. That would be good app design.
Anyhow, so away goes the javelin, striking into him. And as it occurs, the camera's going to swing over to you. Roll once again.
So I'm just noticing on my weapon, it says damage 1d8 plus 4, and then it's got in brackets in gray 1d10 plus 4.
Dual
This is your
two. If you grab it in two hands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
it's versatile.
okay. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna do one hand, 1d8.
So presumably he stepped in and
16
has
to hit?
Uh,
has advantage.
You have advantage for flanking, yeah.
Oh, no, never mind.
16.
Shitty, dude. Misses by 1 as you come in flying towards him with your hammer in hand. Blurring the names of your gods as you do. You hit naught but water as it swishes past, unfortunately.
No, you wanted to hit Earth, damn
Sure,
it,
was
not
it?
water.
No, you were going to say something.
I'll tell my gods to
I was, but I don't think it's relevant anymore. So.
Fair enough. As you take a wild swing in towards your quarry and miss, is there a bonus action to follow up that?
I'll tell my gods to tell your gods.
What do you have for
Have your people see my people.
Or just healing word around.
Yay, thank you.
Your morning light?
7.
Alright, good stuff.
Thank you.
Out goes the healing word.
Hashtag slightly less dead. I'm completely out of so much stuff in this fight. I've got like nothing left.
At least still good.
I've got 2 level 1 spell slots left. That's it.
Okay.
Over that, you feel the cooling effects in the cold water that cause you much healing and relief and respite. From there, over to our friends on the other side.
attack?
Your elemental, for example, will now take 2 swings. First one will miss out, but the second one will hit our friend. The Grave. I swear to God, I'm not focus firing on you. That was totally 1 and 2, but 18 plus 8, sir.
That's the number 2.
Damage?
That's. Gotta double check something. 15 more bludgeoning is. Bam!
Thank you
right
for
in the
healing me.
face.
It made the difference.
Just get crits so I can cancel the crits.
I'm sorry.
Or have my rolls fail so that the gods can favor me. Huh? I didn't actually do anything.
And
You
from
may cancel our not
me,
ones as well,
as this all
think I've seen
occurs,
anything.
I don't think it is, no. I've never
right?
seen
Does it
that,
just
but
say
I've never
cancel
played a...
crits?
I wouldn't have expected it to.
That's why I was like, what's the point of that?
as he punches into
Sentinel
you,
Death Store is what it is.
I didn't think the app auto... I think you have to know it.
the
It's just the crits.
altar in the background finishes turning over, and suddenly a bright light flashes out, mixing with the pale moonlight as the earth elemental crumbles away into fine dust floating in the water a moment later.
So I just wanted to
Oh,
hit
did he just hit him and then
Yeah, and
vaporize?
then disintegrate.
multiple
4.
ones.
Good stuff. What, another one up?
It takes like 4 damage.
From?
This is
Oh, yeah, it's fair, actually. It was my turn. Do you want to roll that up? Do you want to roll damage on them? Oh, no, the
No,
movie was
my
moved. The movie
movement
was
over
moved.
there.
No, because my rage attacks weren't actually being added.
Oh,
He did them
So I have
Fair.
+2 double my attacks now.
Fair enough. Alright, sorry, as that happens, the camera pulls back to show something suddenly sprout out of the altar into the movie. Does it take damage on its
Sure
turn
does.
if it moves into it?
Yes.
Okay. So roll some damage as I succeed on a con check with a 14 plus bonus. You watch as a whirlpool suddenly appears ahead of you as something
7.
bubbles away in the water. 15 minus. As something bubbles away in the water, it appears and suddenly moves to rush out towards you. Of course, it doesn't because it has summoning sickness on my turn. I'm not So, from there, though,
MTV.
something horrible. Nim, what do you do? I hear in the background.
I'm like bleeding out. Like you can see the blood in the water. Good thing. Hopefully, there's no shark. Yeah, one
Give him a
health.
boost.
There's no shark.
No sharks.
No, actually,
Did you say shard?
no sharks.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want sharks in the water when you're a hero. That's not very heroic.
Can I
Sub ocean.
make it to this guy here?
Well, I mean, rule of cool, sure, whatever. Who cares that I said about movement earlier?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright. I'm going to run up here
Okay.
and touch this guy just as I run by him, just to see if anything happens. But actually attack that guy.
Okay.
So you, like,
you
kick
rush
off the
towards,
statue?
You find that he is a statue,
Exactly.
and he is quite solid. So you totally
no
pitch
carry
yourself
water
off the
chest
statue to make up that extra movement. That's fine. That's fine.
Perfect.
It's cool.
Definitely not more movement involved there.
No, you totally did.
Alright.
You got this.
No.
You
As
don't got this.
As
Yes.
you rush in towards, thank you, Ocean. As you rush in towards your quarry, launching off of the statue, to your absolute dismay, you are taken by the water pressure, pressed down against the pavement, and suddenly find it exceptionally difficult to rush in upon your quarry. Total code, man, you can totally fine. But anyhow, you miss as a result. Neffel, the camera swings from your desperate friend against the strange elemental to show you as you whirl about to sight this heroically.
Confused by the missing.
No, heroically, I said.
Yeah.
Totally heroically.
All right.
Hero.
Drawing my second sword.
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero.
To the statue.
He's gotta be fast.
Heal myself.
Not full, and he's gotta be fresh from the fight.
For the fight.
Okay.
For the fight, from the fight. I don't know.
For the fight.
It's supposed to be from the fight, I'm pretty sure. If you like the lyrics. Believe it or not.
What it
Believe
was
it or not.
from.
Right?
My only reference is Shrek, but I'm pretty sure the lady in red was
It's a
Steve's
legitimate
from.
reference. Legit.
Okay, I'm healing myself. And that's my turn. So basically, I moved and healed. So I'm kind of beside the statue there.
That's fine. You rush in upon the, you rush inside along with the statue and, commit an arcanic act for yourself, bringing about a healing sensation,
Yeah.
suturing wounds, digging bones, setting you straight. And so, as that occurs, he ever pulls back to show the whole of this epic scene, and then focuses in upon Gronk as he swims up around.
Kick off! Kick off!
I lost the golem. There's no one
Kick off the
close.
wall.
Yeah.
The golem disintegrated a moment ago, and in the same moment, a whirlpool formed nearby the statue and began to move towards you.
Kick off the wall.
Okay, fair enough.
Frickin' phone. My hair waving. My tusks catching seaweed along the way.
You start swimming forth. You get to about here-ish, I guess, and you're pretty high up. You were 20 feet up.
You're gonna be
for that,
descending.
20 footer.
So I'm dropping, so I'm using double speed.
Sure.
Is that what you're saying?
Super
Or are you
fast.
saying that, right?
No, there's no wall over there.
I said I was climbing the wall.
This is all open.
Oh.
This is wall here. You have to go
Oh.
over here to go up it. No, this is all open. And then there's a wall on the sides, and this matches up with this. And then there's a wall here that comes along here.
Oh, okay.
I can put the walls in if you want.
It's irrelevant now, but that was his
Totally missed
understanding.
like, my last 2 rounds of what I was describing the whole time.
Yeah. He,
No. I
Fit-
followed the whole thing about
I'm
climbing
grabbing
the
the
wall.
wall.
But there's no wall nearby. And I
Just
didn't,
let me grab the imaginary wall.
No, I let you swim up 20 feet.
If I could grab the wall and just climb up, like, it's the same climb speed as swimming. Like I was describing it the whole time I was gonna.
I know. And I was ignoring that part to say that you have a swim speed of 20. Because you have a swim speed of 20.
Okay, cool.
You have a swim speed of 20. What do you want?
Never mind. I'll get. I will attack, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My hammers.
As you come sailing in towards him. So I'm going to assume you're going to go down while you're doing this to actually
Right.
stand up on him, right? That's fine. So you're actually at the
I'm at max speed.
ish.
Haul an ass in the
Oh yeah,
water.
totally.
Does that help at all?
We're like all Olympic swimmers,
It's not max
apparently.
speed, I guess.
Well, he
It's
is.
not really kick off of.
Not to mention he's got muscle density, so you can like and go down.
Because hammers.
I really did describe it exactly as I wanted to try and just ignore me, so that's fair enough.
He's not wrong.
Wish I would have known where I was, you know?
You were right there.
So 20.
Alright, terrific. Hits.
Prospectively, not where I was on the map.
So is he now on ground level then, or
No, he's still 10 feet up.
okay?
Or well, like 10-ish feet up. He's
7
coming in
damage.
close enough to hit a large creature. And so I'm sorry?
7 damage.
Is that thing is magical, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
No, that one.
That was not magical.
My first attack missed.
Actually, come to think of it, let me double check that he is vulnerable or not. He is okay. So sorry, 7 damage is gonna be 3 unless you have a
So would
magical
the
weapon.
radiant damage have messed him up at all?
No, he doesn't have any special vulnerabilities that way. Sorry,
3 damage.
he does have vulnerabilities. What is his vulnerability? Right. No, not the thing. But now
Can you pass
I'm on
me
the
the
wrong.
fireball that's in the fridge?
So he's got Warhammer, not my Light Hammer, which is magical. Right. My Light Hammer missed. I rolled a 11.
Oh, I see it. I was gonna say, didn't you have a? Okay, cool.
That's around.
You said you had an 11.
Thank you.
Fireball.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, he takes
I rolled
3
7.
points.
Wow.
Yeah, split down. As
You're
you
not
come
messing
sailing
around.
towards, you take a wild swing with your hammer, and you
Jesus.
hear a groan in the water eddy as your hammer's like pulled along, and you're kind of spun around. As
Does
you
that
kinda
mix
swing with your
work well?
other, and unfortunately miss.
Does root beer and fireball mix well? I've never tried that
It
combination.
tastes
Or sorry, it was the
like
other way
a
around. Your
light
secondary hit,
No
right? So as you whip around,
alcohol
actually, you
burst of cinnamon
as it
hearts
catches
in
a hold of your
my
hammer and spins
Mm.
you around, you suddenly take the opportunity to wham smash into the eddy. And to your surprise, the
Cool.
thing stops and lets go of you in the moment as if it'd been hurt. You hear it groan within the water pressure, resonating against your ears. That said, from that heroic, excellent moment to focus in upon our man Bromrel, as you see your companions swim ahead, the camera pans along
25 feet above there.
as you rush through the
Or
waters.
maybe the
You
statue.
know, we're all amazing swimmers. You can,
That's right.
You can push it.
You
Well,
can
that,
double.
you've got armor, so you can stick to the ground. Is the point of it, right?
You can double move, but
I could double move,
If you
cast a
jump
bonus
off the
action.
statue, you can get like another solid 5 feet. So
I'm being nice and not
kick
giving a
off the
shit.
statue.
Like not giving much of a shit.
Just kick off its face.
I'm giving a little
I
bit
get
of
up to
shit.
the statue and I use my arms to pull myself forward.
perfect. There you go. You're getting the swimming into it now, which is perfect.
As long as you can justify it
So-
with the terrain.
I mean, fuck it, right? There's a small level of
That's
fuck
how
it
we-
at play here. As you rush forth and grab a hold of the statue, you suddenly kick off it, thrusting forth. No athletics roll required here. Fuck it, whatever.
And then I
Who
make a
cares anymore?
spiritual weapon in front of the creature.
Well, if there had been a wall, I mean, I would have allowed it, as it were.
Spiritual weapon in front of the enemy.
Is that the one that sits there that you can use with the bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
The redonkulous spell of.
It says as soon as I cast it, I can attack with it.
Okay. You summon a companion cube. A deadly companion cube.
That's his
gonna
weapon
hit.
now? The companion cube?
It's a spiritual weapon. I mean, that's what I would have. I just have like a support box. I'd hug the box, give it.
Just
give it
adjust your
rubs.
glasses and pull out your Rubik's Cube, and away you go.
Yeah, totally. Why not? You know.
Oh, I gotta try it. There's like this indie game for VR
Okay.
called Cactus Portal or something like that, like Cactus Boy Portal. So
Okay.
it's like somebody basically made Portal in VR
Oh wow.
as like
Alright.
their own like and everything's like cactus themed. It's like
Everything's
what is it?
cactus themed for no good reason.
Yeah, for no good reason
I mean,
whatsoever.
why not, right?
But
I'm
like,
still
there's
learning
actually a
how to-
GLaDOS, and they actually made the whole
You're
portal
doing
mechanic
very well.
work in VR.
You've already
Apparently, it's a
killed a
motion
dying
sickness
dragon,
nightmare
so
for obvious
it's
reasons.
set.
Imagine, yeah. You're just suddenly, wow, doing this sort of shit. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that game is motion sickness
Just imagining
already.
it is actually kind of making me queasy, come think of it. I'm not even joking. I don't get motion sickness for VR games, but that would do it. That would totally do it. They
Yeah.
get flipped around and shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
23 to hit.
23 hits.
beauty.
This guy's actually got a lesser AC, so.
That's
4
rough.
damage.
That's pretty rough.
Raspberry. Sorry.
4 damage.
It was magical though, right?
Because it was a spell?
Because it was, well, either it's,
There
was it a
weapon.
spell?
Yeah,
Yes,
it was,
it's
It was
magical.
100% magical
It
though.
is definitely magical.
So with 4 more damage,
So,
So, describe the epic hangnail you gave him.
what did you actually cast?
There's an attack with his spiritual weapon.
Oh, that was your special, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Your companion cube jumps out and very much cubes against him. He looks into it. And he can't even for 7 damage. For 4 damage. And from there, it's going to
Yeah.
me, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Games are more
yeah.
useful than you think.
Yes, I was. And I'm actually
You
gonna,
don't just kill
I think,
them.
fail it, but I'm not sure because I have +2 for 13 against your. Yeah, I'm gonna fail, right? Hit me.
23.
23 damage? Holy fuck!
Holy shit!
Hang on a sec. Jesus.
What's the damage range on that?
Damn, man.
It's 3d10 right now.
Fuck.
Holy ass!
Wow.
So if he's smart, he's
I
gonna
am-
smack you upside
I
the
am
head.
still alive. Just barely. My guy will float there for a moment as the moonbeam soaks it upon him, to his absolute surprise, as you guys just fucking like piranhas make your way upon him. The fucking barbarian comes sailing in, wham! The dwarf guy comes rushing in, and suddenly a cube! I don't know.
As his face is being melted.
As the thing rushes out from the moonbeam, I guess you can't cross space with your. Actually, it'll come towards you.
It can go
Spectral.
underneath the
I
swimming
don't
guy.
know that the spiritual weapon blocks pathing.
It's a
Is it?
spectral weapon.
It comes out towards you, swimming up ever so
Yeah, I
quickly.
don't think it does.
It's got a
I could be
fly of
wrong.
90 feet. We'll make that half, so it's going to move 45. It reaches you.
Does it fly up and in a way that will give me an opportunity attack?
Oh, you're adjacent? You are adjacent.
I'm right.
Yes, it will.
what about Curtis? Oh, no,
15 plus
I'm on my way.
bonus.
18 plus bonus will hit.
15 plus bonus.
Will hit.
Cool.
Destroy him.
16 plus
7 damage.
16 plus 8 is 22 against 23 against your AC.
So 14
no,
damage
24 against your
total.
AC and 4.
Well, because you're doubling magic, right?
No,
Oh,
no, no.
okay. Then
He's,
7.
he's just affected by it. He's not resistant to it. Sorry, how much time? 7?
Vulnerable to it?
No, he's not resistant
Non-resistant.
to magical damage. He's resistant to non-magical damage. Sorry, how much damage did you do?
7.
Thank you.
How much
37.
damage did he do?
And as he sails away, you take a brief moment to expel the energy of your staff against him as it explodes, and he feels the heat of your ferocity. He swims in upon you, hitting for 24, and then. Actually, hold on.
Is he hitting? Okay.
This fellow can attack me. Like, took a damage from her when she's been destroyed. So.
Come to think of it, maybe I could just do that. Nah, I don't know. Because your shit's ethereal, so it won't work. Anyways,
So
you'll
does
fly away.
the spiritual
hit you
weapon
for-
block enemy pathing?
It doesn't say
Yeah.
anything about that.
I don't think it
So,
does.
sorry, 8 damage, half of which is going to be 4. Oh shit, never mind, that's not. And the second one's going to miss. He comes sailing in towards you. As he first surprises you, he manages to just barely graze upon you. In your ferocity, you manage to dodge out of the way of the second intention that you seem to almost have a sixth sense for in these waters. As that happens, the camera swings across downwards to show Nim on the ground, looking up towards where her companion is being swarmed by the strange elemental.
Spiritual weapon does not occupy a square.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Just picked it up.
He's
He's not actually held by it, but the whirlwind, the air elemental is picking you up and flinging you around itself. You're in like a pressure-based orbit around this thing. And it's like just spinning as a miniature tornado ahead of you. And Nim, looking up towards your companion, what do you do?
Swim up and hit it again.
So you do this, rising up.
He's at 10 feet. So I
Sorry?
was at 10 feet.
That's true. What's your
What?
movement right now?
It's
Swimming upwards.
25 base. I don't know what your movement rules have changed a lot.
Sorry.
We'll
Quarter.
monitor that. You can make a 10.
There's no door back there. Start probably losing.
Oh shit.
Oh, how many
One of us
minis can you
leaving.
shove on that thing?
Nothing like that.
Right? And like that.
Mine's
Yeah.
For efficiency, 3 right now?
It's always the same sound.
Yes.
You swim up towards your quarry.
I hit him.
Camera sweeps around to show you there.
Where's my D?
Oh no!
swept.
For another 7 damage.
Another 7? Sweet. You sail up towards it, expertly swimming through, as you take a massive baseball bat through the water once again, delivering another excellent strike. 44, come on. Math. Sure, hold on.
150 total.
151 rum. I don't know the juice.
As you take a wild swing, to your surprise, there's an expulsion of energy. That was not the right sounds at all. That was not the right sounds. There's an explosion of energy as the thing suddenly disperses in a strike. As it disappears, it blasts out a sudden rush of energy that pushes a lot of you back. You're thrust away from the thing about 10, 20 feet in whatever directions as the whole of the place goes quiet. And aside from the moonbeam and its illumination, you take no damage in that. But as the moonbeam continues to illuminate the area, you can see that the altar has ceased to glow.
Actually, it would make sense for a fire elemental to try to spawn, since this place wasn't meant to be underwater.
Yeah. That said, though, the moonbeam being as bright as it is, the whole of the space is still rippling and full of water. And you're still under it, in it. And the place is gone quiet. Your cube resolutely cubes nearby. As cube can be.
For the rest of the minute.
I'm sure that I'm up in the water now, still.
You can totally take control and get yourself down to the ground and whatnot. The altar, although it's not glowing, is still slowly spinning, grinding away in place.
Yeah, well, I'll kick off the statue and over to the.
At all?
I'll
Sorry.
kick.
Is it turning?
The radiant damage isn't hurting it at all?
No. And you're going over to the statue, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick off the statue and head over to the. Get a look at the altar.
Alright, as you go into the moonbeam, it starts to burn upon you. It hurts a lot.
Make a con save.
Doesn't turn on. She's like, oh, there you go. Alright.
He floated right into it,
I just
so
right
he
here.
could have asked me
I
to
just
turn it
right
off.
How?
This is
This
seconds.
fin's still in there.
By
This is
telling
seconds
me you
between
remember
what's happening,
fine.
I have no ability to communicate with you.
I thought we just confirmed that verbal
He's
does
like, what?
work.
They're still in that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
The corpses
Also
are
flew
burning
right
away.
past me.
You're the only one to be able to talk.
All right, nat 14, so and I have good con, so it should be enough. What's the save?
Because as long as it's not been a full minute yet, I can revive this.
Yeah, 16.
No, I gotta take him back to his family.
That's true.
Huh?
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
There it is.
I have
That's behind
radiant
his own
resistance.
There you go. It's a 4.
I'm playing 2 characters.
Oh, the natural damage was 18 then?
I'll allow it this once.
Alright.
Or maybe I'm setting a precedent for clerical recoveries.
As my face is burning, I have a look at the altar.
As you feel slightly warm. I mean, it's 4 damage.
The warmth of the moon.
Yeah.
I will disperse it though. As
Yeah.
soon as he gets burned, yeah.
True.
I'll check those.
Watching as your companion suddenly smolders in the light, you realize, oh, bad idea, bad idea.
Well, I don't feel that much regret.
Oh, right.
And pressed into service, so.
Point being is that the light dims slightly, not completely, but slightly.
It's ready.
I didn't think it would hurt me. I generally am not harmed by radiant, so it's like, I'll be fine.
As the light dims ever so slightly,
I go up to Vince's body and cast Revivify.
Yes!
You're gonna cast
Revivify.
He's gonna revive his own character.
it's gonna be.
What's the altar look like? I'm gonna investigate.
Pull out your other character sheet.
And with that, you burble back to life
Yes!
as you heal you.
That's so epic. Inspiration points.
And the camera pans in upon Vince's face to show him rise. The Drufkin?
Yeah.
The Drufkin that he is, honorable, stoic, and as you rise up, you suddenly feel hungry, where a moment ago you felt very full. And as you reach up into your teeth, you pick out some of Grandma's pork. And it floats away.
Are you your own character or your
I'm guessing that he was having dinner in his other life.
Yeah, remember how he died?
Oh, okay, I don't remember.
I'm gonna
that.
keep using my new character right now.
That's
Hey?
cool.
Oh, Revivify wouldn't
You
He's
like
still
off
his,
them right
he's
now.
still
no.
his new character, is what
You're
he
a
said.
cheap character.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Point being, you are out of combat, so technically, whatever.
I could be both.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I can run him if you want.
I played two characters once.
But,
Oh, I've done it many
I mean, at
times.
least until you get back, right? So, point being, though,
I don't have enough
Vince,
screens.
you know what? Fuck it, I'll play him. It's fine. Vince takes a look around, sights upon the body of this fellow, and notices him start to decompose and suddenly evaporate away.
Did he have anything interesting on him?
He leaves behind a sword, his armor, and a shield that just kind of float into the bottom of this chamber a moment later.
Well, I casted Detect Magic a moment ago, so.
You felt a surge of it, a necromantic energy, as well as a conjuration that was mixed in. Some sort of strange miasma of force that suddenly caused him to disappear. And your character would cite that conjuration means transportation.
But anything on what he left behind?
The only thing you detect there is a necromantic power that is slowly decaying.
Well, I'm investigating the altar.
Slowly. Okay. What about the statues or the altar or anything?
You move in towards the altar and can see that the whole of it is slowly turning. As it turns on its base, the base is solid. The base is a
I will
brass.
physically attempt to block it and
Okay,
see if it's...
the ring is a brass. Sorry, the base is a ring of brass metal, and the rest of the altar is stone. The top of the altar has some writings upon it on the circle portion, as the light is gone dim and no longer scintillates.
Yeah.
Looking upon the statues, you can see these two
Do
angel
I recognize the
forms.
language?
The language that you see there is a halfling and common mix. And
Okay.
the statues here, while being angels, this one, of course, is a kneeling, pious form.
I'm
robed in
casting
figures
comprehend
as-
languages.
You do so.
I
And
can't read it. What? Nim. But any of the statues, are they magical?
oh, sorry. Looking at them for magics, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Yes. As a matter of fact, all three of them have a. I want to say a transmutation magic on them. You've seen this sort of thing before. As you can see, the magic is focused upon their various joints, showing that they can be moved somehow. Something in the room seems to cause them. The floor here is lighting up with a slight.
What's that game called?
A slight evocation magic.
Traffic Jam? No. I can't remember. Anyway, what about the altar and the statue?
Right, I was saying the floor here has a slight evocation magic. The statues have a transmutation magic focused on their various joints that cause them apparently to move.
Including the
you
big
would
one?
incite. The big one is not. The big one, as you come into view of it, sorry, I meant to mention, is a massive form of throw religion. You recognize her, you're fairly sure it's Yondala.
Is it magical in any way?
No, and we're going to forego the religion roll for the sheer sake that you guys have been seeing it all over the place, so that's why I just told you. But
I'm sure I would recognize
That's
the
it.
god, but...
it itself is not magical.
And the altar?
Okay. Did my
You know
attempt
what?
to
No,
physically
it would
stop
actually
the
resonate with
rotation?
a slight power, slight holy strength of some sort. You would assume that it's been imbued with Theodala's energy at some point. You do notice that it has a strange necromantic vibe to it, which would tell you corruption, but you would expect it in a place like this, maybe. Sorry, and what was your question?
I'm attempting to physically block the rotation of the
Right,
altar.
roll me strength.
What was the altar's magic?
The altar.
Natural one.
Terrific. You stub a finger against one of the against an outcropping piece of stone that's chipped away. It causes it to jam, and now you have disadvantage on ranged attacks with your main hand until your next short rest or medical check with a medicine kit. 15 or better to splint the finger.
Is there anything magical about
Actually,
the
you know what?
altar?
It's 13 or better to splint the finger. It's not hard. Sorry.
The altar, is it magical?
Right, sorry, I'm going to say, the altar itself, to your surprise, is not, but the base of it seems to be.
Okay.
It has a slight, that would be a transmutation magic. No, evocation magic as well. No. Evocation magic as well, yes.
Okay. And nothing else in the room other than what we have on our persons?
Correct.
Okay, I have a medicine kit. I can help you out if you want. I smack him across the face and grab his finger.
5 experience.
Turns next.
It's a nat 20 for the roll, so
Thank
your
you.
finger is all good.
Yeah, you get 5 experience.
That's what's painful.
It's an Emmy.
Ah.
You get an award. It's a golden woman. That's the hand out of those things.
Does he have to keep them? Take it
No,
out.
it's supposed to actually be on a ship. It's a figurehead I carved up out of one of those old Milwaukee
That's it?
cup holders.
Oh, it's a girl.
Old Milwaukee,
You did
the
this?
beer brand. Yeah, well, I didn't make it. I just painted it gold and chopped off her legs. Yeah, she was a cup holder.
One boob's
actually.
bigger than the other. Realistic. Is it everybody got the turn of me?
We're not in combat anymore, so everyone's fucking around
Oh,
doing things.
I'm just waiting for my turn.
Okay, so
Whatever.
what did the altar say?
Nim.
About time you came back. Where were you?
You mean and your mouth is
She
full
was
of
saying that we just bypassed the thing. She said spellcasting was allowed.
What? No, you guys can cast spells.
You
You
can
can do your
cast
thing.
spells.
Can't understand each other though.
Okay.
Yeah. Verbal communication is impossible down here.
I'm
Unless you
doing
can tell
hand
them.
gestures to her.
And sorry, the
Try to talk
base
with her.
actually has nothing written on it.
I turn to you and I ghost eyes in your mind.
Okay, but
and
there
I
was writing
explain
that was a combination
I
of.
came
Oh,
across
sorry,
the
on the
fighting
top.
that we
Right,
were
sorry. I
looking
thought you were asking
for,
about the
and they're
bronze
currently
thing, the
trapped
bronze
in the
face.
cave, and I told them we would
Reading the
return
top
within
bit,
24
one,
hours
it
to
says,
figure out how to rescue
sorry,
them.
what was it?
That there are about 9 of them. They're very wounded.
No,
and
it's,
you need to get away either up out of the shaft.
Bring me
or
my
through the
harvest, my
water.
harvesters. Bring me my cornucopia. Bring me all that you
Let's give
can.
you the big dumbass grin.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Try
So
to-
yeah, it's
Yeah.
still rotating.
I fill you in as well. And as I was bandaging your finger, I also filled you in.
Hmm.
I have an idea for what
Yes.
wings
And I
should do.
specifically
Not
mentioned to
full.
you that there's the shaft that we would need your wings to. I have no idea what you're signing, but
Trying to get him to stop the rotating thing. Trying to.
I was looking at you.
Oh, okay, hold on. There's more to this. Sorry.
I also say to
Oh,
you
pebble,
in your
pebble.
mind, your strength, try and stop the rotation. And then I tell you that we need your wings to help see if we can rescue a bunch of people. That there's a shaft that we're gonna fly up.
So, a couple other notes here, real quick. The Indela statue has a couple cracks that run up its length from the base vertically up. And you were looking at the bent over statue, the rope statue.
The one that's kneeling?
Yeah. And it has a opening, a space in its grip. But it looks like it should be holding something.
Yeah.
So this thing's kneeling like that. Sorry, like this. It's got like a space right here.
You
There's
just
a
sort of,
hole in its grip.
finger it, try and figure out what should belong there. Just close my eyes.
As you finger the hole, you feel ridges on the inside
Ooh.
running along its
For your pleasure.
cylindrical, yeah, more or less. It
Ridges,
is
like
really,
a
it's a hole, right?
like a screw. Is
You
that
know,
what you're
yeah.
trying to? Yeah. Okay.
It is in a helical pattern, leading down, helical spiral, leading down into the
Um,
hole. It doesn't go that far into the hole. It goes to yay.
Gotta
Anyhow,
find a screw.
We gotta find like a decorative dagger that screws into it or something somewhere.
I share
Perhaps a
this
sword he
information with everybody in the room,
Oh, yeah.
and then I start looking for something that looks like it might belong there.
Okay. Well, I indicated for him to try.
Specifically,
I don't know whether you
thinking
understand
over
it.
the torches
Sorry.
that were
as you
there.
run your finger along it, you feel that there's a
Oh,
small
yeah.
box at the one
So we can
side of it.
I believe he was going to attempt to
Part of
stop the
doing
rotation.
So this is the thing.
Yeah. So does
And then
that
it has,
at
like,
all
little
remind me
lanterns
of the lanterns that we were? The
Were you
lights.
talking to those?
The
I don't think Nim was talking to those at all.
Hmm?
We were just Vince and I. The Shambhala
Yeah.
was whatever that was called.
Okay. Well, I described it all to you guys.
No, you talked.
I can, yes.
She conveys this.
Convenient.
Describe it in great detail.
I point down at the bottom of the stairs where I dropped mine.
I thank you, and I go pick up the light thing that he pointed to.
That happens.
Because I immediately trust him and his intelligence, because why wouldn't I?
Points in that direction.
That's
and
where I
you
dropped
go
it
to
before we started fighting
I'm
the
like, this
water
guy
lilies.
has been trustworthy the entire campaign. I'm in.
Not a chance at him.
So, are you attempting to stop the thing?
I give him a chance, yeah. I'm gonna grab hold of the crack holds in the statue, like you said they were going up vertically.
Oh, you're
I'm gonna try
holding
to
on
hold back it from turning.
The statue's not turning.
What was turning? Oh, sorry, the.
The little dot.
I'll try to
is
stop
there.
that, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Roll me strength.
You can do it. I assist.
I get advantage on strength checks.
And
I'm
then
still
it's just
raging,
won't do
right?
anything.
You're not raging. It's
I
been more than a round.
can't imagine you've slapped yourself in the face enough times.
What? What are you talking about? You don't have rage advantage on this. You don't have rage advantage on this.
He's, yeah.
And meanwhile, you're
Climb
grabbing the
back up
candle
the
thing.
stairs, yeah.
So he's doing the thing while you're bringing the candle thing.
20.
Terrific. Not an advantage, right?
I haven't rolled yet, again. Because I don't have range advantage on this.
Point being, you hear something grind underneath, as you try your damnedest, and you manage to get it to slow down. And it's really, for like a brief moment, you pause it, and it's slipping, and it's really pushing against it as you're hearing something underneath twist and grind. Something that is really not liking twisting and grinding against the top there. As this all happens, though,
Continue to hold as much as I can.
that's fine. So, as you continue to do this, I mean, it's burning your hands, and you're actually finding yourself peeling off bits of the stone at times. Like
Giving myself
you're doing your
impulse.
fucking damnedest to stop this.
Can we
thing.
like stick a rod or something somewhere to stop it?
As they
Is there a
try,
seam or anything
I
around?
returned.
Sorry.
Is there like any kind of hole or seam around the?
There's not. It's more or less a solid chunk of stone set in this bronze ring, and it's just spinning around gradually.
Do you see my veins going off like? Blood
I'm gonna
spewing out my
investigate
hand?
the room.
It
for
goes
anything
wise.
else.
Damn those veins.
The whole of this chamber.
Yeah.
Well, aside from the pad in the center that has the grid of 9 and whatnot, the room is fairly bleak. At the very edges, as you come to them, you see the blurry forms of benches
Okay.
that come into view. You can see the walls are decorated with pillars reaching up high and overhead.
Mhm.
Stuff on top and showing a lot of
What do I do?
drawing.
This? Yeah. And so it goes all around the place.
Wait, what?
I know the word.
These were always here, you just couldn't
Oh,
see
you're
it for
just
the.
putting it in place now.
Yeah.
Okay. Have I
You
made
don't.
it,
Sorry. You don't see much else. What?
have I made it to the statue?
Yeah, you're coming up the stairs at the moment as you're doing this. As you're finishing up your
Lab?
fucking orbit. Thank you. Lab. That's exactly it. Throw me investigation for the lab.
It's gonna be in the low teens. Hang on.
Waterletter's on you.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
11.
Really?
Skunked.
Okay. You know what? As you're making your way along, you don't see the super secret, amazing, epic weapons that I hid here. The armory tucked somewhere in it, but you do happen upon a small glinting something, and bending down to pick it up, you see that it's an empty bottle. To your chagrin, wedged between all of the
we're out of beer.
wedged between the benches. Sorry. You think to yourself, wow, it's been here ever so long, and it's buoyant as shit because it's actually an empty bottle that's been corked. But next to it, you find another bottle that is not empty, and in fact has a thick red viscous fluid inside. That seems to be bubbling vigorously, denoting that it is still quite potent. As you tip it back and forth, you can see a bit of the particulate matter frothing at the cork, as any of these typically does. A bit of sugar, if you will, that typically froths out of your healing potions as you shake them.
Okay. I'll pocket that for now and investigate it
Okay.
more when I can communicate.
You make your way back up the stairs with candelabra. Actually, it kind of floats, but it's still made of metal. So you're dragging it capably enough.
I mean, I feel like I'm just moving faster because I'm weighed down.
You know what? Good point. So, point being is that you make your way up to the top of the stairs, expertly bringing along
Almost twice
the
the
thing.
size of you.
It's still metal, so I mean, it has no buoyancy. But anyhow, let's not digress from the point.
Still has
is that
buoyancy.
You are doing something smart.
Physics says it still has
not upon this.
buoyancy. It just does not
As
exceed.
you bring the candelabra around, what do you
Just
do
because
with
it's
it?
sink doesn't mean
Oh, I
it's
try
not
to hook it
buoyant.
up.
A rock is
Using my
buoyant.
nimble little fingers.
I'm a pure
All right,
physics
meaning
perspective.
what? Tell me what you do with this thing.
Well,
Vince would know.
Thanks, is still alive.
Vince will in fact come over, checking this out, hearing the grinding of the metals.
I
still
explained
has stuff in
clearly
his
to
pockets.
Vince what I felt inside, and that I was told that this candelabra would be helpful. And I think that we should connect it somehow.
Vince still has.
Those 2 or 3 things off of one of the
Prongs.
candelabras.
You actually did unscrew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You produce one of them. It's identical to the one on the candelabra that you were using. And as he holds it forth, do you take it?
Yeah.
Okay. You inspect upon. It's got the same feeling of the ridges, but moreover, it has the same box inside.
Perfect. Yeah.
So did you
I
find my
try to
glowing
connect
one?
them. What?
Did you find it's still glowing?
No, oh, it is glowing, yes.
It's still gonna be glowing
You said for 1 hour.
for an hour, yeah.
What's glowing for an hour?
The candelabra you
lit up.
found.
It's lit
right,
up.
your thing. I don't remember
He's
this.
trying to screw with me and he did. He did very much.
So, as I was saying,
Yeah, anyway. I hooked it up.
Time for the loot.
I tried to.
Doesn't
That's
work.
just for you.
and it happens.
Perfect.
Much to your non-surprise. Before I do this, I'm going to try and do this.
I also, as I'm hooking it up, because I'm so expert in this stuff I've never done before,
So,
I also look over my shoulder as a couple minutes have passed, and I just want to see if all of the magic has sort of dispelled from the armor and the shield and the sword that was left behind.
as you glance towards it, it surely has.
I say, bummer.
Perhaps I can go
Bubbles
over and
come out
grab
of my
that
mouth.
stuff.
I continue hooking it up.
Water.
Is it possible I can grab that stuff?
The stuff that Buddy left behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, that's the one I want. Okay.
Just regular stuff, shield hammer, and
Hamata.
sword.
In fact, as you grab it, it feels spongy in the water, and you can see that the bits of it have almost evaporated as the thing lost whatever power it had.
So this is the floppy thing.
Yeah, it's quite literally as you pick it up, it feels like all brittle and light in your hand, and as you whip it about,
Any
actually,
inscriptions before it fades away?
no, the thing looks like black Swiss cheese.
So it's
And
all
just
held
like
together by
old
necrotic.
rotted metal all of a sudden, and as you exactly, and as you swing it through the water, it starts to just break
Can I
apart.
fold it up and put it in a bag?
You literally start to fold it up, and it disintegrates in your hand. Like bits of metal are escaping through your fingertips as you're crushing it together more than you are folding it.
Put it like a small section.
Yeah, it's just, exactly like imagine burnt paper. You know what I mean? That you've blown out. And it just
Okay, so it's becoming cardboard.
oh, completely.
Okay, so don't grab it.
Well, whatever. I mean, it billows away in your grasp, turning to nothings.
So she twisted in the candelabra, I guess.
And immediately it
I have the
begins
piece in the
to.
bottom.
Sorry.
I have the piece in the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually,
The pommel.
Came out of the can.
as you screw it into position, the angel statues in the background suddenly unfurl their wings and take a majestic step backwards.
What?
Your cube's no longer there.
What?
And a moment later, Vince throws a dexterity check of 4 and loses
Not
his
Vince.
footing as the floor disappears underneath him. And you can make yourself a dexterity check of 12 or better, as can you. The candelabra slips away, falling down as the floor disappears.
But we still have the pieces
I'm good.
separately.
The statue, of course, steps out. And we will do this like this. Oh yes, these ones. There's one, there's two.
I slipped.
And again, I forgot your damn tiles.
The what now?
Tiles.
Why do you keep forgetting that stuff? Make a note, man.
Dude, I barely
It's like
made
the
it here.
past 6 episodes
I know.
you say that.
Because I don't usually go into all my construction shit when I'm coming to D&D.
That's forgivable. Did you make it? No, you fell? Okay. And yourself?
I made it.
Terrific. You off to the side. The floor opens up.
The pieces
revealing
form a cube and
the room
encompass you.
below.
You're dead.
I protect you.
A large columnar structure grinds steaming away where
I always
this
see-
connects down towards it. We're gonna move all the shite over to here, because that's as good as it gets. And we are going to somehow, some way do this. I believe I can try. I believe. There is.
Oh my god, the whole thing is like morphing. We're inside a transformer.
I'll do this so I can
Are
see
you
into
trying
it.
to?
Can you watch some
You should.
cute?
No.
I'm trying to open it up somewhat because you can see
You
into this
should
chamber.
move it back so it's resting on those two, so that we can sort of see.
Ah,
so
yes.
it won't be
Use
like
the
lined
sensor.
up, but
That'd be great.
Good thinking. We shall do this. I'm gonna move these back. Yes, no, I don't, actually.
yeah, exactly.
I can do this. I can do this. I believe in me.
Do you need something?
Yes. But the problem with this now is I have no access from you know something? When you really think about it, nothing says they have to be on top of fucking other, so easy to.
Side to side.
Woo! I'm just gonna move you the fuck over there.
It's the same height as they are the width.
There it is. Okay, we got it covered. See? That's so magical. Boom! Hey, 3 dimensions. So, down below, setup time. Losing my way here. Where am I going first? Oh my god, 3 different things I can do. And the first one is cylindrical. So, we'll go into here. And then lead. Am I like hoping? No, that works. Actually, can I fit that? It would be hilarious if I could. Now it's a 3-stage boss.
Dun dun. Ooh.
Aha! No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna fight a dreidel. That's it. Boss fight.
We'd lose.
Is
If
it
you don't beat him before he
Let's
stops, the
get
world
our play.
ends.
We can do this.
I love that's a 22.
Did you naturally
so
play?
great, yeah.
Couldn't ask for better. Couldn't ask for better. Boom. Boom.
Stage 2.
And at 20, it does not go to stage 2. Still one.
I was supposed to get to you or something.
Oh, I see. Okay. For stage 3?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Noted. Stacking the place up. It was so good. Oh, fuck, that one's melted. Oh, I don't have to sit up there. Fuck it. You can sit.
Well, it's on camera. It's a barrel of wine.
Yeah, it's wine cast.
Say Wine Castle.
Cast.
I was thinking of a movie I once watched. White Castle, but Wine Castle would be cool. Super sleepy, man.
It's a cool door.
It's,
Oh, dude, I've
can we
had
engage being tired of you.
working on 12-hour days on sales shit for the last 3 days is
Feel that.
yeah.
4 hours of work.
Like I did get up at 6 a.m. this morning to immediately start work, and
I feel that pain.
I do it every day.
Big
So.
time.
so yeah, I'm a little wiped.
Do you not
I'll get
wake up
some-
at 6 a.m.?
Huh? Oh, I normally get up at 6 a.m., but I don't usually start work that early. I usually like walk the dog, screw around, watch YouTube, and like
relax.
don't really start being productive. I usually start work at like 8:30, and
See,
then
I wake up 15 minutes before I work.
yeah.
And I'm gonna get into the
Wake up.
nitty gritty of it real quickly.
Well, I kind of got to walk the dog. I got to make breakfast.
What is I forget your what's his name?
Roxy.
What's she do?
Oh, my fiance. Sorry, I think you were asking about my
Oh,
dog.
your dog.
I was a little confused
You
there.
say
I was like,
your
wait
dog's
a second.
Roxy?
My dog's Roxy.
Oh, Roxy. I thought
My fiance's Ocean.
Ocean, right. What's she do?
She works at Choices. She's a deli manager.
She got really too.
Yeah, she's usually starting work at 6:30.
Oh, it's shipped at 5 then.
5:30.
Oh. So you're the one that has to take care of business in the morning. Getting pick up the duck food.
Huh? Oh yeah, she
We're getting there. We're getting there.
doesn't walk the dog very often.
Why not?
Occasionally, but I do it 95% of the
Oh,
time.
it's a broken one.
It's your dog or her dog?
It's my dog,
Okay, that makes sense.
Shit. Whatever.
but she's like so mellow.
She's like, what?
My dog is so mellow.
Oh, yeah.
Such a sub.
What kind of dog?
Cavalier Spaniel.
I'm not really sorry.
I got a
That
photo.
guy.
Hang on. I'll get the photos of the cuteness.
I know the original ones, you know.
Just get my daughter to do this.
That's about as original as you get.
She does stuff.
Cocker Spaniel?
Cavalier
Just
Spaniel.
nice with your stuff.
Yeah, seriously. She comes in here and fucking sets up all sorts of little dioramas and gets really good at it.
That's so
Oh,
Gives
what?
me ideas now. I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I think of
That's
that?
like it with Lego.
Constantly. Why did I think of it? Whatever. We don't need more shit.
Hey, remember when you actually made that
Okay,
mechanical
ball.
thing with your Lego set for the game?
Kinda, yeah.
You made like a bridge thing.
Can you imagine D&D made with nothing but Lego? That'd be insane.
I've
Just a
seen
bunch
it.
of
I've used a lot of
Wait,
it.
I'm gonna set this up.
There's the pathetic.
My DMing was not anywhere as impressive as this. So I was
Oh,
using
I-
like Jenga blocks and Lego and Monopoly pieces. And
Jenga's legit. Fuck yeah.
I was using-
anything I could.
I'm gonna get a Jenga kit now. It's nice.
I had-
I see what you use for sure.
I used
Everyone
like
like a character.
coins and sometimes scraps of paper with the type of enemy written on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I used
It's like, this is the
Dwarves and
Minotaur,
squares.
and it's a scrap of paper that says Minotaur.
I did a bunch of it. What I would do is I would cut out like small
figures.
circles of watercolor paper and then watercolor and
Yeah.
draw a monster face on it and then just use that as tokens.
Yeah. Well, and I had like a bunch of tokens that literally say the word monster on them.
What? What did you say?
like 5-star DMs.
Hey man,
No, I had
do what works.
I had so few like real minis, like, and I just
Honestly, Dooley doesn't even have to put the ship. He has the description to do it.
yeah
It is like words, right?
yeah.
You can describe it best, but people will get into it.
Yeah, redraw the grid.
But yeah, the grids. What I used to do. I used to use the felt markers so you can erase, right? Just
Yeah, yeah.
Draw the maps on there. And just
So yeah, what you do, you use
I know, right?
you use dry erase on clear plastic,
water bubble.
and then you have the grid drawn on the
You
board
just look
below
at them and
it.
they have the amulet around their neck.
As the floor opens up,
So you can draw like
the
room layouts.
the blue hue underneath suddenly disappears as you fall down into the chamber below.
As she brought in the Shambhala or whatever.
Does the water come with, or is it already filled with water?
The water actually does not come with.
So
It
there's
says
an
you
actual
just
barrier
fall
stopping
down.
the water.
So at the edge there, you jumped over to the edge.
No, wait. If the dex check was to not fall down immediately, I would have fallen down immediately.
Why would? I thought you said you made the next check. Scroll over
Yeah, I thought that was for something else. But if it was the floor opening up, Nim for sure would have jumped into it.
Oh, just let yourself fall in.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So, we're gonna say-
Run down the tiles as they're falling.
so we're gonna say that the cow breaks your fall. So that's fine. Meanwhile, you, my man, can fall onto. Well, actually, you can fall against this thing and grab a hold of it on your way down, hopefully saving yourself a lot of fall damage.
How far did they fall into the pit?
Oh, sorry, I'm measuring from the wrong direction. It is about 30 feet, 35 feet. 35.
So 46.
No, there's 2d6, because it's after the first 10 feet.
Oh, after yeah.
And then it's every 10 feet. So it's 2d6 as you guys are falling down. And that's a good roll. So for 11 damage, you guys are falling down into the hole.
That's not a good roll for you.
Vince jumps over to the side.
Is the altar still
I'm still
rotating?
alive.
Yes, it is. These pieces are grinding together as the whole of this thing is trying to spin in its spot.
Damn.
Oh, that's related. Okay.
Damn.
And sorry, I just kind of missed a piece here, didn't I?
I found a place we can long rest. As you're like,
Knees
Ca-
over your face.
Have you tried to hear somebody talking while underwater in a pool?
We're in an ocean.
well, it doesn't seem like there's water here.
Well, yeah, you're not in
You guys
water.
can't hear.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
We immediately start drowning because of our amulets.
Would there be that much fall damage if you're in water, though?
they're not
We're
in
not
water.
Falling
in
35
water.
feet out of the water, there's no water in
Think
it.
of it like the Star
there's
Wars.
actually
Think of it like the
water.
Star
Sorry,
Wars,
I was-
like force field. So we've got the
So, as I
water.
was saying, you fall
Yeah.
down, and this whole apparatus here is going to break your fall as it is.
So I thought we were still in
As
water.
you take 11 damage falling down, the bovine burrs at you as you bounce off of it over to the side. 11 damage coursing through your
That's
body
why there's a cow underwater.
as you come to a halt next to a whole bunch of cattle bones, some of them with fresh residue on them. Goopy covered. As you look up towards them, being upside down and kind of on your back, you see look at them from where you're situated.
So it's an undead
Oh, I see. We're
cattle?
moving to one
No.
Or
of
am I looking at
Or
these
them
things?
guys.
This cow is very alive,
Okay.
and these are very dead parts of a cow.
We're in the news area.
These are parts of a very dead cow.
I sit up
Mhm.
and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. The whole room kind of lights up, and as you look around at the rainbow scintillating all over this. Ow.
Okay.
It's kind of heady in here. The air is thick and stinks of cow shit. As you look around, and this thing kind of moves at you as you realize all this and drops one. And you think to yourself, what the shit are they even eating? Okay. This one
The other
gets
cows?
up and meanders through the portal, and you watch as it disappears out onto an open field that you can see through the portal from where you're situated.
Yay.
And a light breeze actually comes through the portal. Feels kind of nice.
So I'm gonna
So-
tie a rope to
so
the
what
statue's
exactly-
hand.
Sorry.
Lights up.
So the tabletops, the bookshelves, the whole of this control panel, and this, and the candelabras.
Okay. Specifically focusing on the bookshelves and the tables.
Oh, also this keg.
I'm looking for, as I look around on the lit up room, scrolls and books that have any sort of
Yeah, I'm.
magical essence to them.
Looking over towards the bookshelves, you see a large volume situated on top. You also see several smaller books on the shelves there, themselves also lit up.
Okay.
I'm assuming you want to go inspect one.
Yeah.
Alright, fantastic. Meanwhile, my man, Ronald, what you up to?
I'll go to the first desk here.
Investigation.
All right.
My man, Neville.
Tying this onto the statue's hand, tossing it down.
Sure, what's up? You slide down. Is that yours?
No, it was over there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Whee!
Slide. Fuck, dude.
I love it.
You can create actually, where's the one? Right here.
Yeah. Which is, incidentally, the rope's still there if anyone else
Yeah,
would
so
care to
I'll
descend.
Man, would you like to descend?
I'm just gonna take a scope around the area.
Vince jumps down.
So,
And I'm kidding. He makes his way down, taking the rope off. Sorry.
just check out the statues that moved and wondering why they moved.
Okay, you look them over. Got
So
monkeys
is there
and
like,
joints and whatnot.
is there any path they may have taken from like a joint underneath?
No, that's cool. You monkey around with the statues for a little bit. You can't really discern anything special about them. They don't seem to have anything obvious, but they do have creases where a person might have musculature.
Okay, so they could be alive.
It's almost as if whoever made these statues really took time to
I'm gonna
look for
take
those things.
myself to the edge of the hole and I'm gonna lean down. And then beneath the where we call that again?
Altar?
The spinning altar thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna see the this underneath to see what's turning underneath it.
As you look down, you can see the large column here as it spins around in 3 stages. You can see where bits of the metal have ground out from pulling against each other.
I'm
So
gonna
the
hold
whole
on
of
to
it,
it.
it looks like a 3-stage piece like that.
I'm gonna hold on to it again from up here. As far as I
Okay.
can. If I can roll. Right.
Roll strength, eh?
Actual air.
You manage to slow it down a little bit as it screeches loudly down below. I guess it would sound. Maybe I can pull it off.
That'd be another 20, I think. Or 19. Yeah, baby for a second. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, kind of weak, but point being, it screeches against itself as the 3 stages kind of slow down one after the next.
Okay.
Do the cows react?
The cows, the one looks towards it and voices its displeasure.
Sorry, what was that?
Meanwhile, meanwhile,
She's got
behind
water in
you,
her ears.
Exactly.
something wicked and goopy suddenly lashes out towards you. As the camera focuses in, suddenly something tongued whips out.
Something tongued this way comes.
A man with 12 plus 5 for 17 against you. Do I hit?
That is my AC.
I'm
You're
so
gonna
sorry.
die.
As I strike into you, one gets up. Oh shit! Max damage for 11 points of damage. This thing pseudopods out
Welcome
towards
back,
you.
Vincent.
As it does so,
Negative
you
3.
Welcome back,
I'm down.
Vincent.
Oh, jeez.
you're swatted by its stickiness. How about that? How are you guys?
I still have 1 spell slot left.
How are you guys?
I've got a few.
I really
I've
should
been
You guys
really
have
focused on wild
You
creatures,
should
so
rush
I have
rush
good
it
spell
wild.
slots.
Almost.
Yeah.
You have a choice, though. You watch
I
yourself.
want to ask you something. Put me down.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
Put
killing
me
this
down.
Yes. Yes. It's it. It's it.
Where's the tails?
Alright guys, let's move back to my other character.
Dad, where's the tails one of this?
I don't know. What'd you do with it?
Vincent was awesome.
I don't know where the tails are. You pulled out the tails.
No, I think that's
Yeah,
just
I'm
me.
literally gave it a go.
I didn't
No,
break
it's
it.
him.
That's
Pick on
fine.
you.
So you did?
All
Love
night
you.
I'm picking on you. I think you want to take Vincent back.
Oh, that's supposed to get there. Fuck.
I'm down.
Right, where were we? Sorry.
Killing him.
Very good. As it were, knocking you
Very
down.
good.
It reaches out and touches someone, that someone being you. As it does this, the slurpy adhesive nature of this beast grabs a hold of your body. Now as everything goes dark, anyway, that one just like went crazy.
I love it. Next time you'll be level 7. It's
Do we need initiative, or are we just keeping the same order?
Well, I'm doing a surprise attack because I'm a dick, and then we'll go to initiative with one character down. I think that's a good start.
Surprise attack.
Right.
Anyway.
Sorry. He was grabbing a hold of you and tugging a hold of you, pulls you in. You are grappled. You are a corpse. So he's probably gonna eat you in a moment. But he can't do it like right
How are
away.
you doing with this new character?
I guess I'll go back to Vince.
You may end up doing so if this goes as poorly as it's about to.
Right?
But everybody can roll me initiative. That's terrific stuff.
I'm not in the room, but I'm still good.
You can get there fairly quickly.
Faster, my
I am not
friend.
using this tray.
You want this tray? Good tray.
No, it bounced out of the tray and I got it.
Ah, balls.
So I'm not using the tray.
Aaron,
I'm using the
what
15.
does him have? What?
15.
50. Oh shit. I think of method.
I told you about what he's trying to do. Just get some smarts to him, Miss Dooley.
Oh. Dice trays are my weakness.
Maybe he doesn't.
Ever since I used a dice tray, I've been rolling terribly.
Use the app. So apparently it just wigged on me.
Just thinking about dice trays.
19.
How do you spell your character's name?
Bruh, just like
Bruh.
that.
With an H.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it.
9. Go. And
8.
5 plus bonus.
Very
Romro
fancy for someone who cannot.
came in last. It's like the guy with the trophy beam. He's all fucking spraying himself.
7 on my death save.
Sorry? Right on! Oh, sorry, I gotta roll for Vince.
So the
also a 7.
the tongue did like this fancy licking, drawing its name.
Oh, come to think of
Straight
it.
for his damage.
Vince
Well,
is
that's
an
a
asshole.
Yeah.
I mean a 9.
9.
9 for 7 plus 2. Sorry, I'm getting frantic here. I'm trying to get through things faster because we're
20
Okay,
hits.
thank you. So where's it going? So stat save, go up, Robert, and then over to him.
Okay. Second, do you want me to save you?
I don't know.
Well, he doesn't have a character. I'm playing Vince.
Let him attack. Let him attack at least once before he dies. Save him. Save him.
Let me just use all my spell slots.
I'm going to healing word this guy.
Right.
Brian, like, what was it?
Bromril.
Brian, right. Your last name is screwing me up.
We healed to 7.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack the mimic. 18 plus bonus.
Okay, it's
9 damage. Magical if that matters.
I don't think they're
Is
resistant.
that me?
No, they're not resistant.
No, it was over here. The squeaking sound.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
this squeaker. Jesus.
Sorry.
There's a door behind us.
force a habit. I just keep.
From Nim, rushing in upon the thing and smacking it with a magical staff.
Yeah.
This is
By releasing more of your angry energy into it.
Sure will.
Oh, weird.
Where is this character?
Bought
Is
you
there a
enough time to
camera?
burn through all of your spell slots.
I just read
Order.
Moonbeam.
Attack.
Apparently,
Sure will.
Oh, okay.
He'll munch you right up.
Tactically speaking, you have flanking, so you can take advantage if you want to see if you get a nat 20. And the dude is frozen. My camera is
I
frozen.
rolled another 18, so.
Another 18?
Yeah.
So it's not a good.
a shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until
So,
it
Sarah.
leaves the spell's light.
Are you talking about Moonbeam?
Yeah, how
Your
often
turn.
does that come up?
Was it my turn?
I've had it
No, I'm
used
just
on
saying
me
you're
multiple
Sarah's.
Yeah.
times. But
Oh, she texted
other
you?
than that,
Yo, hi, Sarah.
That is really
Oh, that's okay.
situational.
I know.
Sorry, I'm gapping out for a moment.
It's really
Kinda like-
useful for like
She's
vampires.
Kind of
Right.
like shield being
You
used
cast it
against
upon
magic missile.
and
Yeah.
bring him around. In the moment that you are blasted with the tongue, you're summarily brought back in the same stroke. As you come to from the edge of darkness, you almost wish for the darkness' sweet embrace as you see what there is to see, which is the gnarliness of a massive jawed chest that seems to be bearing upon you.
Good old mimic.
With that said, we should Grunk. Tell me of heroism. Tell me of your inspections upon the dais.
So you probably don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're slowing it down a bit. Cause it's a grind and whatnot.
I'm going to try one more time.
Yeah, sure. What was
Yeah.
it?
You'd have no reason to hear or see what's going on below.
2
So.
feet, yeah. He's submerged, right?
Leave my cool dice. Cool dice.
The rope was probably a good idea. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, rope's gone.
What?
Did
What?
the zombies last time. Ugh.
What's
With
it?
my spear, my
The
rope.
rope is still
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
The
Two
rope he
different
just
ropes.
attached.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. The angel's holding the rope.
17.
For 17, you managed to slow it down still. I mean, you're holding onto it. You still can't stop the thing, but you managed to continue to like keep
Can I
on
use the
it.
statue somehow as a grapple? Or whatever way it's directing?
There's not, the thing is, the dais itself doesn't really have any handles. It's just
So it was
this.
cracking and changing as I was.
It has like little cracks in it that allow a little bit of a
Handholds?
hold, but they don't have actual,
Hammer
like,
and chisel and make one.
I do have a hammer.
Now you can smash the thing if you want.
A little bit.
Destroy it.
If you really want.
Wedge a
Can I use
piton.
attack?
Kills the zombie.
I only get
It's a
two
nail.
attacks if it's physical.
Basically.
You basically need
Next
something
round.
to chisel away at it, right? If you wanted to make handles. Otherwise, attacking, yeah, you could break it, sure. You thoroughly could just bust the shit out of it.
I'm going. I've already done my thing then.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Where was I? Sorry.
I sucked. Next person.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, so holding onto the thing, it screeches somewhat. Doesn't really stop, but slows down some. Down at the bottom there, Vince. Gonna run over towards here, see that there's a red viscous potion on the table, and grabbing a hold of it, he's gonna pop the cork off and glug it. Wait, he doesn't come back with full hit points of a 5. He's like at minimum, isn't he?
One.
Yeah, 1 hit point. So being that he's running on 1 hit point,
So
he's gonna guzzle
didn't
that
he
shit.
take fall damage?
No, he came down on the rope,
Oh right.
Yeah, 1 hit.
so he is okay. Oh my god, fuck this.
Oh, he had gentle repose mixed up with your. I was like, how did you res him? Oh, right.
Raise himself. It was
Yeah.
weird. You made that character
That
just do it back
Seriously?
God, it's a total piece of shit.
That's your solution to all technical problems. Hit it with a hammer.
I mean, it works. It's not my fault.
Apparently.
You're the one who fist punched the TV that like soft punched it.
Well, he was just seeing if it actually worked. He was checking.
I was trying to find its Fonzie point, and apparently Dooley's got it down.
Well, you know, I've had the TV for a while, so
Yeah.
I know how to tech support it. Where are we here? Sorry. I was trying to roll 4d4. Still not up. You know what? Fuck my fairy. Marker and around. What do we got here? 2 and 1. And then 2 and 2. So 3 and 4
7.
for 7 plus 4 is
11.
11 points of healing that Vince has. So he's now up to 12 hit points. Sure. I should almost just load him up on mine, but I have. Where are we then? So I haven't really dealt with this, but I just wanted to
That was
throw this
Vince,
in.
so I guess me.
Quotes. Forgot this. Sorry. Probably that'll hold.
What?
There's replace that. Floating thing. Right there. Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, so equipping, there was a floating crystal that is situated upon the little apparatus sitting there spinning. And I didn't need to mention, by the way, every time he's stopping the thing, that thing starts to dim down a little bit. Otherwise, it pulsates and actually provides the same sort of flickering you guys were seeing earlier with the candle up above. With that, yeah, that's the important detail there. And Vince downs the potion of FP. Neville, tell me about herbalism.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to throw some firebolt action and a healing word on your new guy. The new guy. The new Bromriel. So Bromriel gets a whole 6 HP from a healing word. And the, I'm going to say Mimic, takes 19 damage from a firebolt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, almost max damage.
Nice.
Freaking.
Will screech out as it-
Incidentally, if it's flammable, it can catch fire.
Which is fair, and you know what? You watch as bits of it for a moment do, but it quickly reverts them to flesh.
Okay.
So it just actually like kind of blobs out from a chest form. As this occurs, the camera swings over to show in the background as the one yonder suddenly springs to life
Oh, balls.
and rushes towards Vince.
How fast does it, like, have legs? Let's describe this rushing chest, because that sounds hilarious.
It's got 15 feet. You guys should actually measure this. You know what? It is actually legit. Alright, cool. So, this rushing form.
Is it, like,
basically the
rolling
whole-
with its tongue or something?
I don't know, that'd be actually better than what I was going to describe. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. So it suddenly, this massive appendage of a tongue, like a clamshell, springs out from the opening maw of this chest. Teeth sprout from around the perimeter of the opening as the tongue reaches out, stickily grabs a hold of the ground, and pulls the whole of it forth, leaning forward, and as it spins through the air, brings the tongue around to strike upon you like a massive pendulum. You see this, or Vince sees this coming though, being an expert in all forms of defense with his shield. As he swings it around, you watch as it clatters stickily against the shield. But moreover, does Vince suddenly turn it sidelong and slide it off the tongue, ever so expertly, causing the thing itself to go defensively, pulling itself away from him. As this all occurs,
And on to
the one across from on the other side of the cow takes a swing with a 14 plus and will unfortunately hit our odds are even because you guys have it flanked and might be scared. So you know what? Ronald, odds are even. Odds are in your favor. Thing spins about and strikes in with a 9 plus 5 to wholly miss you with a 14 total. I'm going to assume that this 14 hit him. This 14 hit him. The tongue misses ever so slightly, whooshing past you, stickily, wetly, through the air above your head as you dodge to the one side. Camera swings from me. Sorry,
You
from
got a
my,
spittle shower.
From my
That's
mimic
what I was craving.
to a bell on the cow's neck. Clang, 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 clang.
Though, given the water we were just in, it's probably about a.
I need
Probably pretty much a
Neville to
walk.
throw me dexterity to get out of the cow's way as it goes barreling past.
Just noping out into the portal.
That's right.
It's a fair call. I support this decision.
You said dex save?
Yeah. As it's going towards you, it is letting off a stream of shit. I want to say. The
Oh,
smell is
for
amazing.
fuck. 8 with a natural 1. I have +7 to my dex saves.
Oh my god, did you not win this?
I nat 1.
Woo! Nephilim gets picked up by the fucking cow and carried through the portal.
No!
Yes.
No!
You just be neffled.
I'm sorry. As you find yourself on the other side, it's actually really nice out here. Hey, there's a village over there. Where the fuck are you? You think to yourself as you come out on this open field and you realize you're on a goddamn mountaintop somewhere. It's just this massive plateau.
So is there a visible portal back? Or
yeah,
is
it's
it-
right there.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
right there. It's your.
his gills back into his.
More
Oh,
cows.
from the water breathing? Yeah, they just ripple slightly. They're fine.
Well, I was not in water at the time.
Oh, I guess not. Yeah,
You
sorry.
fall off the cow. It doesn't hurt. You just fall down next to the portal, staring through as the cow shucks you unceremoniously and goes off. The river of shit lands next to you, bits of it splashing towards you. But as you stare through the portal, you can see it's not going anywhere. A breeze hits
Jump
you.
back in.
It's cold up here, but it's nice.
Okay.
Your clothes being as wet as they are from the previous escapade, it's cold. The sun feels amazing, though. You can imagine.
Yeah, I probably haven't seen the sun for a long time.
Day, I think. It has been delving down a day or so.
Well, would you
down
see
depths.
the sun from where we were when we were traversing from where, like, 2?
Has it been 2 days? It has been 2 days then. That's right. No, wait. No, you've been traveling for a while. That's right.
Like, how can you
you
see
guys
it?
were down underground.
Even
for a
when we're
week.
home?
No, you've been underground for like a week. I forgot. That's right
Yeah.
too. So yeah, quite
yeah.
literally, the sun is just an amazing sight to behold for the brief moment as you lie there on the grass, and the smell up here is quite fresh. Well,
Okay.
except for the cow shit right next to you, but
Well, it's fresh shit.
you know it's fresh. That's true. This is the camera pans from the cow back to Bromrel. How you doing, buddy? You what?
Guiding bolt right in front of me on it. 18 to hit.
It's
And that's 46. 1.
not bad.
12 damage.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice.
And this is the one that's been taking the damage that makes it up to 40. Very nice. And you're hitting him with what now?
Guiding bolt.
Ah, sure. As it flies away from you, and that's gonna be a. Hang on a sec. That actually worked out all right, I guess. Could have been better.
Where's the...
Could have done this actually. Nah, it's too much actually. Sorry? Where's the what?
Oh,
Where's the beef?
I was just gonna make the mountaintop.
Oh, you want the mountaintop? I can give you the mountaintop. Hang on a sec.
Because this may backfire, but I'm not actually planning on going back. I'm just gonna shoot through this thing.
I don't want to give you a bit more then, but you know what? Maybe that's just what I need to do. Not much. But yeah.
Sure. Where's me?
Oh, you are.
And the cow, I guess.
Thank you. Da-da,
And the door, I
da-da,
guess.
da-da. Shit.
Oh, do you have shit, Andy?
Oh, let's look at this. There it is. The cow came blundering out, and there you are, getting up to your feet, seeing through there. That's a little.
Beautiful.
Alright, this bear's not okay.
That would, well, not be the end of the world.
Yeah, but you'd be on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
A year later, Neville shows up back in town. Anyway.
Hi, everybody!
That's alright, we just do a time jump.
12.
Those guys are fucked.
Wait.
They're a little cave.
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot I have to deal with that.
So,
We're probably in the pasture. We're
What?
down so far, it's probably like they're sub pasture.
sorry, Bromwell, you took a swing, hit, did the damage.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. From there, it's over to Nim.
Yeah, I'll just hit him then.
I realized there's supposed to be music, but I never actually turned it up.
Probably not.
It's a 12 AC, so.
Oh, so yes.
Yeah. Never say
Barely,
never.
but it does it.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Perfect stuff. And this is with your shredding. You whack it once again. Totally awesome.
Tongue slap.
As you
Slap
whack
tongue.
into the strange creature, your staff once again explodes with angry energy upon it, resonating, causing its flesh to burst apart, counterized by the ferocity of your furious force. And from there, it is over to you, Grunk, once again.
So I'm going to try to bust this element.
Wait, sorry.
You're just gonna hammer on the stone dais.
Before I give up my bonus action, is anyone doing rough that I can see?
You can't see me.
Are you
I'm
okay?
at 13 health. It'll probably down me again on this next turn.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it gets a good roll.
Then I'm gonna healing word you for sure. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, you take 8.
Number 8.
As you get
Roll your attacks, and you're casting a healing upon. Good job.
so, I get advantage to strength checks when I'm attacking obstructions when I'm raging, but I can only keep raging if I'm attacking somebody, right? Forcing obstruction as well.
Yeah, you're no longer raging.
No, but if I rage now, as a bonus action,
Oh,
really
oh,
want
I
to
see.
tear it
Rage
apart.
against
straight
the
plus
enemy.
the strength checks, right?
He wants to rage against the machine.
So
You're
so
on
I'm
fire today,
I'm
yeah.
asking I'm asking you as a DM, right? Do I have to keep my range going?
I don't think the rules explicitly say that you
It says
can
I have to attack something.
to maintain it. Yeah, fuck it, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna rage.
Alright.
Okay.
You decide to go crazy on this thing, smashing into it as hard as you can. It does have to be against a creature to maintain it. I'm allowing you to rage to hit the thing, but it will fade because you're not in actual combat.
1 minute. Strength checks and saving throws.
Yeah, you have advantage, but to maintain rage after this, you have to be in combat. You have to be hitting creatures.
Also,
Can that include yourself?
No. I'm pretty sure it explicitly even says
No,
that.
that is true.
Not
It
yourself.
doesn't say
Yeah,
yourself.
dude.
You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna get
This is why you
advantage
need a
on
little
this.
companion pet.
Oh, that's brutal.
We could have kept one of those bats.
Well, you have advantage though.
I'm natural 20.
No, you need something that
What do you
has
need?
physical
My first roll.
damage resistance, so
great.
you probably aren't
So
going to kill
there
it.
goes your rage, but you didn't have 20 on your first roll, so terrific stuff. So does the gamble.
The second attack, natural 19.
No, you have advantage on your first attack, so that 19 is part of your first attack, so you can just roll again.
It's a good thing.
That's 20 the
Oh.
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a good thing.
Roll again.
That's 20.
Double 20. Boom, boom.
I want to make myself exactly foothold so I can grab this thing and fucking push it the way I want to.
It's still a giant piece of stone, but you know what? You
We-
smash
That's my
it in
perspective on it. If I don't get it, that's fine.
Back when I used to play 3-0, we had this really wonky house rule.
So 2 natural 20.
Because the way you crit in 3-0 was you'd roll the attack and then you'd
You're
have to
in the
hit them
water,
again to
blah, blah,
confirm
blah,
the
all
crit.
details of it. You still
So
manage to
our house
smash
rule was
into
if
it.
you double
Some
20'd,
great
you
handholds, but moreover,
strike a vein or
as,
something, it
as you do this,
instigates.
you're like, handholds! And then suddenly it
So
pulls against
the
it, you realize, wait a minute,
adult
and you
Red
smash
Dragon
it, just hold it. You
on the
smash
first
it, and
round-
you push it, and the whole thing just grinds to a halt.
What were those? So
And as
many
it does
stats.
this, it's pushing
Huh?
and you're just holding it. And you're finding this is surprisingly easy because you can just
It was like a shuriken or
hold it
something.
above
The
it.
guy had
So
some
the whole of it
exotic
just
weaponry
grinds to a
shit going
smoldering
on.
halt. And this gemstone is holding there in the center of it all. And it slows itself. Its rotation just pretty much ceases. And it sits there floating for a moment. And it starts to get wobbly as it
I think we
happens.
just put a coat
And
of
the
paint
glow
on a throwing
in its
dagger.
space starts to become very, very, very dim. It also stops
2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
You guys are about to see some shit.
We're gonna go there. So that happens. And with that said,
Please don't break my portal.
let me tell you, Vince looks up towards.
I do, and I was intent on rolling another character anyway, so it actually would be fitting.
Takes a wild swing into
Would actually be
he
very
had
hilarious and fitting.
Now on 38, but it was versatile for a D10.
I'm gonna go back to the character.
And he has 2 attacks.
I gotta get in the habit of bringing my tablet because it's like so much nicer using the app when you have a nice big
You can
screen.
attack
It's so much nicer using the app when you have like a bigger device. Well, because the way they it displays the information so much better. You don't expect pages.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's just a lot nicer to work with.
that's a 4. That's a 12, baby. What's my bonus?
Yeah.
Bonus damage is +4.
Plus 4? Fuck me, really?
Huh?
Plus 4. That's my strength.
That's because it crunches them.
It was a +1.
Is it plus 1, plus 3?
No, but if I have my full-size tablet, the way the app,
16
it doesn't
plus 4
adapt
would be
the
20
same way.
fucking damage I put
So you
into
don't.
this fucker.
The way the
Yeah!
information
Yeah,
presents is
like,
totally
fucking-
different. It's at the top, and it's
That's
like more
amazing
like
shit.
looking at a normal character
That's
sheet
so
when you have a
awesome.
big device. Here.
Used his
It's
extra
like looking at a sheet
there we
rather
go.
than crunch numbers and they can find everything.
Here.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
your
here.
phone so much bigger than his. Like, it's not that much.
No.
So
I'm playing so
it
good.
looks like that.
Man, I don't even need you guys. I can do this myself.
And then it's like left to right. How much damage do you do? How much damage does his character do to you?
Oh fuck, it was 12 points of damage, just hacked in myself. With 2 hits to hit and 1 hit misses. Then I take 2 massive swings at myself, and 1 for a miss. The other man's with my heroic self, doing amazing.
Sorry, was that Vincent attacking it,
That
or
was,
was
that was
that?
Vincent attacking the Demonic, yeah.
Ah.
And doing an awesome dang job. As the repentance from Vincent, my heroic ways, to Nephil.
All right, I'm
Hands against.
gonna
Oh yeah, you're on the mountaintop, right?
I'm gonna walk over to the portal.
And you peer through it, and you guys can see as Nephil is looking through the portal and everything that's going on in the portal.
Okay.
It now continues to meander around. Right? You fire a firebolt through.
Randomly through you? Can you see through it as well?
Yeah, you can really see
Oh,
through.
I'm
You
assuming
guys
I can see
him clearly. You can see the cow behind him. meandering further. You can hear the bell on the cow echoing off the mountaintop through the portal. Into the chamber. Oh, you can't do shit. You can't do shit.
Korikla.
They're there. They're there. He's there. Like, there's all over the theirs. There's all sorts of theirs.
So 19 to hit, and then 8 damage.
Sorry, this is on which one?
The one on the left.
So we could get to that hole.
What?
Wink!
I'm stopping the thing.
I
So,
like it out here.
the,
I have no reason to expect there's a
bursts
reason I
against
have to urgently.
the carapace of the mimic. The flesh suddenly blasts apart off it, and the whole of it deflates like a giant gelatinous balloon.
Except for all your companions behind you. You're like, whatever.
They gotta get covered in shit, but they're alright.
Sounds like a fart noise.
Right? Yeah, totally would, actually.
It's a giant whoopee.
So, from Nephil, his expert shot to me once again, as Vince was sitting there down on him with a 15 plus bonus, giving a strike to him.
Vince was before me.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I'm hitting this.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Okay, no, you didn't if you're hitting him. He's at 12 HP.
Wow.
He was at 12.
He was 8 plus 3 for another 11 points again.
Stay alive!
What is it?
Stay alive!
And as he stumbles backwards, shouting out in pain and anguish as he swings his battle axe around trying to defend himself against the enemy strike. He finds himself grappling against a sticky appendage that thrusts out against him. Much to his own chagrin. Oh shit, I've been totally forgetting the acid damage.
Yep.
So Vince is down.
No, well, no, that's right. This guy's not acidic. His acid's dried up. He's an old mimic. He's about to get old.
He's got an alkaline.
So, yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Oh, that would be bad too.
I guess we're in the water.
Where is... That's actually my turn.
Cows are probably just having fun with the next town, so it's sort of neutralized everything.
Well, no, there's a bunch of bones here. Did we get eaten?
Not so much fun.
Where are they? Sorry, back to Brahma.
I'll get closer up and cast Aid.
You gave your old character. You gave Vince AIDS.
No, it died.
Oh, so they're fighting a new one?
No, they're fighting another one.
Yeah.
There was two.
So,
It was the one that was attacking Vince.
you get 5 self. Because I can do 3 people. There's only 3 of us in there.
Am I getting aided as well?
Yes, Vince is.
How much am I getting aided for?
5 temp HP, yeah.
Does it hit 40 feet above you?
I can cast it on 3 creatures.
Okay.
And
So that's it.
Oh, right. Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Romulus turn comes and goes.
Remember how ridiculous my character was at level 1?
Upon his friends as camera
Heroism.
swings past
Yeah, you get 5 regenerations at level 1. Just Leroy it.
Him in the distance does what?
Can I make it there?
I think good.
Okay. Hit him.
Yeah, maybe you can. No, you totally can. Oh, wait, you have 25.
25, yeah.
So you may get almost there.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, in that case, I won't move there at all.
Okay.
I'll just cast
Now.
a spell or something.
What's
Sure.
your animal yet?
She's out.
Oh, okay.
It's been a few.
What?
It's been like 3 or 4 sessions since we've had a long rest. It's been a while.
Well, I will moonbeam him.
Okay. You do that. He's a 13 does not make the save.
8 damage.
Bringing him to 20. Fabulous. This moonbeam strikes it upon him, searing his flesh, if you could call it that. His form
Sometimes
starts to
flesh.
kind of corpuscle and pop in various places as pus drizzles out of him. From there, the camera swings to Grunk once again.
I'm gonna fully try to break this thing.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna say that your common sense tells you there's no breaking it.
Okay.
Unless you're just
I'm going
smashing
to
the top
lodge
of
it
it.
stuck with a javelin and one of the holds I've made against the statue. If there's enough distance between it to lodge it.
I'm gonna say there's too much distance for that to happen. Your weapon's not that long.
It's about 8 feet.
That's what she said.
Which one is this?
Javelin.
Your javelin? I don't think your javelins are 8 feet long, dude.
They are not. That's a
Javelins are like 3 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Look up the description. I may be wrong. They max out.
You are not carrying like 8 foot
Yeah, that'd be
poles
crazy
with
too.
you.
That's a spear.
Yeah, a spear or a lance or something
Anyway,
like that.
getting back to it though.
And also,
I get what you're going for. It's just I don't think you have the gear for it. You could. I
you
mean,
can fuck with my rope.
I could provide suggestions, but that would be terrible of me. I just rigged it.
I would not want that.
Hammer a piton in the damn thing.
I'm not done.
Really?
Tie a javelin to a rope. And then
That's his solution to literally everything.
I don't think any have length.
Oh shit! That's totally good.
For the weapon description, you might have to look at 3.5. Unfortunately, they're terrible for that. But
what's
yeah,
he trying to do right now?
he's trying to use a spear to jam into the statue to cause it to jam.
What is 260 centimeters?
That's 8 feet.
I think an artificer would be a good build for you.
260 times 3.2.
That is fucked up. What? 8.5 feet for a javelin?
Second, right?
That makes sense.
That's what they say in there?
Oh, that's Google. Okay.
That's 5E.
Okay.
Forgotten
this?
Realms, man.
Okay.
Forgotten Realms. Shit, you're right.
Okay.
Look at how much freaking
It's
javelin
a
looks like.
javelin, okay.
What are you guys looking at? Freaking throwing darts at people?
Basically, that's what a javelin is. They're like
No, my
3 feet
sister
long.
threw javelin. Like, literally threw javelin in high school. They weren't 8 feet long.
No. That would be ridiculously impractical
I'm
to
talking
throw.
about, you know, magic things. You guys are trying to realize.
The other question is whether
Well,
this
it's
thing
not
would.
actually magic.
The other thing is
Your-
whether
is
this
your,
would.
your javelins aren't magic.
No, they are not.
Not yet, no. Not yet. That's all I find so cool. It's up to you, like,
The
you know,
official
you know what? I'm not that.
3.5 rules
It,
have
says, it looks like I'm about 5 feet away.
so
but
many different sizes for
You
javelins.
don't want this to happen to the DM, so it's
Okay.
fine. I will be nerfed again.
Hang on a
and
sec.
I will.
Hang on a sec.
Okay, so
Relax.
hang on.
I'm just gonna search.
Here's
Battlefield
a hilarious
javelin.
D&Dism.
Like,
So technically, a player with a strength score of 10 can carry up to 75 javelins comfortably.
Ow.
They're not that heavy.
Look, I just looked up a military javelin, and it's,
Even just
it
carrying them
literally
along your
came back
That's
1.2
too much.
meters. 1.2 meters translates to 4 feet. Or in this case, it'd be like 3 feet and 11.244 inches. So it's a 4 foot
That's
javelin.
my javelin, man.
And that's what you carry in a quiver, which is like from your ankle up to your hip.
Makes sense.
Because otherwise you'd be like having trouble getting through
So
doors
I'm
and
gonna
shit.
give up on this whole adventure been trying to do. I've always tried something different and never really worked out for me. So I'm just gonna follow the group and attack people.
Okay, my
Jump
suggestion
on the
was gonna
hole.
be you put hammers into this thing. You can tie one of the fucking hammers to the statue.
No, I didn't want.
Do you have a dagger?
Well, I mean that's my suggestion.
Let's go give me your suggestion.
I gave you my suggestion.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright, sounds good. So with that
I
said, it
didn't want your
is.
suggestion though. I wanted to try to figure out my
Dagger, hammer.
own. Like,
Yeah, but you got out of the check, you're like, I'm giving up. Fucking, I'm following the group.
well, I just had my own thing going on. Like I like to think.
To be
of
clear,
things
this has been
myself, right?
12
I like to use the
seconds.
group to help me
Okay.
move it. So I'm not being angry. Or not
Okay.
or whatever, but I'm gonna use the rope, which I don't have, on a hammer.
Yeah, do you have a rope?
No, I last time.
You can pull mine back.
When I was throwing my rope to help the zombies over, it just didn't help.
There's
Where
one
are you?
5 feet away
I just
tied
can't
to
do
the
what
statue.
you want me to do.
Alright, so point being,
Every endeavor I've ever tried to do, stumped out. So
I have not. The zombies didn't give a shit about your rope.
There's
That's
a
all
rope
I
right
fucking
there.
false.
Exactly, but my rope is gone. 'cause I
It's
left it.
there's one right
Look
here.
at that.
Get it back.
It's right here.
Here,
hand me that.
I'm just saying, like, I'm going to
Right
follow
here.
suit.
Why didn't you grab your rope?
Because
Actually, I don't think anyone has the ropes. Would we have had time to grab them after going down that slope to the dragon
I
fight?
actually went back like 60 feet to grab my rope. The last 2 times I tried using it, it didn't work out. And then like the last time I was like, okay, fuck it. And then
I
followed
started
you
this
down
with
the
4
water.
ropes.
You have your rope back. I can't remember why you wouldn't have grabbed your rope.
I don't fuck
Because
around
I was
with running out of
being attacked
ropes.
and
That's one of my
Yeah, you
things.
guys killed the dragon afterwards.
Yeah, but then they went marching down right away, and I'd go like
Seriously.
20 feet.
Rope
back.
right there.
Yeah, fuck it. You gave your rope. That's fine.
No. I like to follow.
I don't give a shit, man. You can have your fucking rope.
You
And
don't
I
even
think
have
you guys
my
are
rope.
beacon about anything. I'm just saying, you can literally just have
I'm
your
just
rope
trying
back.
to be professional.
And I'm trying to be cool about shit. You can have your fucking
Cool,
rope.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
literally,
generally
you
a
can have
good
your
rule.
fucking
I'm gonna
dude.
attach my rope to this hammer.
Fucking done,
Throw
man.
it
It's
out the
fine.
statue and-
Okay, hey. You've been
Okay.
going through all the fucking work to slow the thing down. You've like kind of solved the puzzle after a fashion on this note. But
To be
what do you
clear,
mean?
you've been at this problem for now 18 seconds.
You grind the
It
thing
just
to a
didn't
halt.
work, so I was like, hey, fuck it.
I mean, you're not gonna get it all done in one turn. But the point is, actually, no, I think you could technically. Yeah, because it's not much of a. Yeah, you can run around. You can do it in one. All right, cool. The hammers are in. You tie around the rope. You let it go as you run around the thing, and just as it's getting to the point. Oh yeah, sorry. Just as it's getting to the apex, you end up on the other side, and pulling against this, you find it comically easy to just wrench it and kind of actually wind it back a little bit as you pull it into position and start to loop it against the hammer. The hammer almost lets go as it wedges a moment later even harder against the stone as the stone tries to pull against the solid steel hammer and fails. With that said, a moment later you have it tied.
Hey, I can think of two hilarious things that could happen if this fucks with the whole environment. Either the water goes rushing down and everyone goes
Wait,
flushed out the
don't
portal.
ruin it. He's got something cool coming up.
Anyhow, so as you grind it to a halt,
I know that.
it starts to flicker even harder,
Give me this.
even harder,
Here's that.
even harder. As the camera pans away from you, it comes in upon Vince down below, who desperately takes a swing.
But I like my water flush.
With a 4, he misses. With a 7, he misses.
Hopefully something out of here.
4 plus 7. And a 7 plus 7 is going to hit then, as he takes the second swing. Landing with a 12 for 6 plus 4 for another 10 points. Fabulous stuff. DM's going to give him inspiration just because, and it's not a nat 20. That is Vinny. It's from Vinny to Neffel.
Alright.
You see the light inside the chamber start to flicker sharply, very sharply in fact, as the cow moves at you, coaxingly, as if to say, something's wrong. Something's not right. And the cow in the background kind of shifts around, looking, craning his head towards you,
I take
and
another-
moves again.
I take another shot.
Okay? The cow in the background saying what he says, move towards you. Sounds even more coaxing.
Is he telling me to move?
He may be telling you to move ahead before it's too late.
Alright, 20 to hit.
It's as you angle in towards the other mimic and fire away, it lands upon the thing. Burnination occurs
For 16 damage.
in much amounts. 16, you say?
Yep.
That's a hell of a hit.
Turn and look at the pretty view.
Hmm?
That's my turn.
You're not gonna go through the portal?
Nope.
Alright. From there, the camera pans along
Keep on water. Down there.
to show everything around. In a moment, as
Hey, I ain't going through an
the place
unstable portal.
shuts down,
That's a good way to lose a head.
the portal winks closed, this turns off, that disappears, and the force field above also disappears. Water pours down into the chamber all of a sudden, filling the whole of the space as it floods in.
Oh my god.
You, summarily, gets sucked in and slammed against the wall. I need you can put me a dex check. I feel like a con
I'm
check.
still raging. And I just
That's
got
true.
attacked, so I got
You know what?
advantage.
I'm not arguing that. You're gonna
That's
fucking
actually
need it.
part of the rules this time, so.
Nice.
19.
I'm gonna count it like a fireball for 8d6, so it's
Wow, that's
32.
I
Babysitting
passed
this
both
guy now.
times.
You take half of 32 points, so it's 16 points of damage as you smash into the wall with the force of the water.
Fair enough.
The logs sail away all around
Don't
you.
sail away.
Everything in this room just floods.
So, what kind of damage is that?
16 bludgeoning damage. And so it's 32 bludgeoning damage, half down to 16.
Oh, is that your
I
right?
gotta go.
Yeah, no worries. As the camera pans against everything, and the scene crosses to black, which is going to be able to revert at least.
I really liked getting to revive my character.
What's up?
What did I not like? We need to babysit our at-work.
His quest was successful.
Yes, it was
Was
kinda,
it?
Yes, it was. How's it work, sir?
it was cool to see the layers
Oh,
the game
that was
moved,
awesome.
but it was also kind of tricky.
Great
at the same
session.
time.
This is all bad.
What?
Your character is literally leagues away,
I know.
stuck on a mountaintop,
Dude.
with a single path down. It's a goat trail back to
This is-
somewhere.
Really?
Now we have to do one-on-ones for like the next month to get you back home.
Or
Well, let's
what
look
I
at
was
reset
originally planning
Thanks.
on doing
Thanks.
anyway,
Let's
was
see you next week.
rolling up another character anyway.
That's true.
As soon as we
That's,
got
that's
back.
totally
So it's
fine.
like
That's totally
just
fine.
a lovely.
No, you can roll
I'm
your
now a
character.
cow farmer.
That whole story that he just fucks up. You know what? He throws the sword away. Come here, you two. Fucking that's it. Starts a farm.
James's story.
Yeah, totally. Alright, I'm done with this. Perfect. So yeah, just right
He can show back up in town eventually,
didn't
but
even
I
think
won't be
about it.
running.
That's hilarious. Alright, cool. Quasi, yeah. But yeah, totally, right up in your character for the next session. We're done. As we cross into the black, the water rushing in, it's a totally terrible scene, but Karen would you like to take over for please?
So does no one else take damage from the water?
For the water rushing in? We'll settle it next week.
Hopefully not. Then he'll forget. I'll just be the one taking damage. Please.
Well, you can do it with the rush. But
Everybody
yeah,
else is already down there.
everybody else should get flooded in here. It's all bad.
Yeah.
You know what? It's 32 damage all around, I guess. So everybody can make an attack check. Fuck it. I gotta remember for next week for Buddy. But I think this is down. Yeah, this is down.
He rolled 19.
As I make it into a TPK, except me.
Did he?
Yep, I just rolled for him.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Yeah. He'll roll his own. He gets this session, next session.
This was a 4.
You can have your.
Oh, I didn't think he smoked.
What'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Terrific stuff. Very nice. You ride to the table.
The table is totally fine.
Yeah, totally.
And it's
Like,
not a
umbrellas
mimic.
around.
There's a dining cloth on it, so like a.
It's the strongest
Which
fucking
one?
dining cloth
Yeah.
I've ever
It's
encountered.
made of.
What did, oh, you're fucking not even there. Who am I talking to?
What's the other one? It's
Yeah, so
Bye,
the
everybody.
camera pans against you as you walk over to the side and see a little goat trail and descend down and make your way off to your new life.
Yeah,
As
because
a goat,
I don't like being underground all the time.
I mean, fuck this life, eh? Fuck that life. That life's for fools.
Not to mention, I have no fucking clue where I am.
Right? So. As we were, sorry. Which is like the game was normal this week. Also, we should get rid of the theme music. There
It was nice opening up this area. That was a good time. It was kind of slow. And that's me.
we are. Matt, would you like to game was normal this week?
I like that you let us strategize with each other before the mimic. Like we all get to talk to each other about certain things. And then like your maps structure was crazy cool, and
Yeah.
how you had like him sent away, and you almost tried to kill him again. And actually, that was my favorite part. You let him revive his own self.
Did it?
That was so awesome. I've never seen that ever. I didn't really know what the candelabra did. That was
Okay, so in the end, the piece of the candelabra that got inserted into the statue, you guys didn't actually read the inscription on the statue.
Didn't you?
I read the thing on the. I hadn't gotten to the statue. I didn't know there was writing on it.
Gotcha.
I keep forgetting you have a 17 passive, and so I should have had,
I feel like I'm
Description and
missing a
everything.
lot of information continually, but
like, honestly, sorry.
Yeah, I have a 16 passive. Well, had, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I thought yours was like,
had?
yours is
Oh, before
15?
you were zapped to
Damn, man, I should just be telling you everything. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, there's a description of the statue that said, let light lead you to knowledge or something like that.
So it wasn't the fact that it was the candelabra, it's the fact I had the light spell on it.
What? No, it was the candelabra. Because the candelabra lit up in its hand there. And,
It was already lit, pre-lit.
no, it wasn't.
from him.
No, the other candelabra was pretty lit.
The other candelabra was upstairs.
But Vince pulled out a candle
Brought out the parts.
and handed it to her, and she screwed it into place, and it ignited.
Oh, I thought it was the one she went and got. That
All of a sudden the doors open.
I thought she went and got the one that he brought down, but I had a light on.
I did, but then when I got up to the top, Vince noticed what I was doing and brought me his already unscrewed one and saved us a bunch of time.
Which
Oh,
I
okay.
The light of knowledge shall
You
open
didn't
all
force.
doors.
I
That's
told
what the
them.
description
I
says.
told them.
Meditating.
Make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, given that you, in fact, you were the only one that could communicate with anyone.
Would you like- would you- it was
Really
really
cool
nice.
setting, cool effects. Was interesting fights, brutal fights, especially given how out of gas everyone
Yeah, I
was.
had one.
Yeah, he's at one. I went down
Showed up like-
almost twice. Holy crap, Moonbeam is ridiculously powerful.
It was sweet, yeah, it was good.
Like, oh my god. Yeah, it was just a really good session, and I kind of love the fact that I managed to kill off my character without actually killing him off.
Well, really, if you stay with us, you're freaking dead anyways.
If your character's really retiring, like gonna become a farmer, that's cool. Otherwise, in like a year and a half time, he'll make his way back.
When we
to
hit level 10, he'll show back up.
Unless he finds another magical portal.
That's true too. If you actually wanted to get home, you could get home. Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea how far off I am.
Yeah, point being, like he's near a town, and then he goes from a town to a church to a place, finds a wizard.
I have like 1,000 gold on me.
Yeah, like
A
totally.
bunch of
followers.
bunch of magic items.
So awesome.
I'm very inspiring. I'll do fine.
Yeah, my point being, if your character wanted to make it home, he could make it home.
Yeah,
And probably do so in pretty decent time too.
yeah.
Are you killing a character or are you kidding?
I have a I got a different character design.
I'm just saying, yeah, I know you
I'll
want
talk
to make
to
a
you about
character in
You
time.
killed another one! Who's
Sure.
next?
Well, sorry, yeah.
Parents or mine? Probably mine. I gotta start prepping my next character.
Iron Guard is
Well-
so made to be.
The other possibility was I try to get back through the portal, the magic fades, and you get half of.
If you fail to save, suddenly it's dead as a dead character and you're still making a new character.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's a fair statement.
I've got to learn myself to base it off of your play, not the 5e play. Because I'm always researching 5e stuff and to find out the tactics.
What are you
for
talking
games.
about? There was nothing in the Javelin description about it being however long, eh?
It did.
It literally, I looked it up on D&D Beyond, and there's no description of length.
Yeah, like Google, when you search it, it has it, so maybe it's from something, but
It's from fandom, so you're right. So it's kind of.
but
I'm just saying there's
I've
no explicit
never
direction.
Alright,
to
heard of a
description.
javelin being
Still
actually
have it up here.
like a lance, sure.
Also, I do remember you saying this.
How do you get them through doors and shit?
This when you were describing the walls.
Yeah.
That's why I knew to climb up this part of the wall. I said not the stairwell, but this wall. And you said now I'm floating in midair. I'm like
Yeah, he got
In water, but anyhow.
this is
Uh,
just
the
like,
the way you moved your hand when you were describing it. I totally get why
I
you
will
thought it was
research it
there. I
back
did
and
as
I'll
well.
fucking put it in your face for sure.
That's
Because
fair.
I actually did that on purpose. I didn't do it because I thought, oh, he just randomly threw his finger out there. No, I said I'm not climbing up the stairwell. I want to go over the wall.
If you say so. If you can show me, then fine. The point being, yeah, there's no measurement on the description for the Javelin whatsoever.
So I looked it up, and then I looked further, and I found it. I will show you. It
What, a
is-
description for the length of the Javelin?
Yeah, like you said, 8.5, 7.5 meters per feet.
Again, you'd have to look at the actual source.
I looked for a military javelin,
Right, so that's like real life, right? And there's no
What?
fireballs in real life, so
What are you talking about? It's a military javelin.
Weapons are still.
It's a sensible search.
it's based off of the actual military, right?
I don't know, that's the first thing that Google came out with.
Yeah.
I'll take
See,
that.
I took like the actual, I went to the fandom webpage and found
Oh, hang on.
You know what?
They're
I'm
mixing
curious
other
what this
things.
fandom thing is now.
I'm looking at the actual
This is
page
forgotten
now, and they've got
realms.
other types of weapons on the same page. So I think what may have happened is Google got confused which stat it was pulling in.
No, I'm looking it up now. Let's
Yeah.
see here.
Similar to a short
Just
spear.
First
I always
edition
think it's from
statistics,
5e.
second edition statistics, third edition statistics.
3.5 has different sizes for the javelin.
Does it?
Yes, it has a whole bunch of different
I
sizes.
knew I had no
That
rope,
is a
and
lot.
I would have
For the size
If
categories,
I had a
yeah.
rope, I would have definitely
'Cause, like,
wound that
large
rope
or
right
small
around
or-
and tightened it up against something else. Like I would have used would have had my equipment I had, but I didn't have the rope because I lost it last time. So I was trying my best to just do what I could with the stuff
Yeah.
I had.
There's an entire entry here for Javelin, and I'm not.
This Forgotten Realms thing that like Google linked to where they got the number, it's not in the page.
1 gold piece, 50 pounds.
Yeah. The weight and the value, sure, but
Similar to a short spear, simple throw and range weapon. Similar to a short spear. Does short spear have some thing? What is third edition listed as for Mike?
But that's a different edition, right?
It depends.
Yeah.
Fine, diminutive, tiny,
It
small,
doesn't
medium,
exist in
large.
fifth. I'm
Normal,
not seeing
medium.
any stats. I just looked over the description in Javelin. Show me this
I told you.
page where it said 8 feet. Show me this page where it said 8 feet. Show it to me, literally. Show it to me.
I will.
I'd love to see it. Because from what I'm looking at, nothing here.
yeah, I've looked at like two or three different things and they don't have a length.
I mean, there's so much protestation about this length. You must have something that says so.
Yeah, like Google pulls it out of nowhere and puts it on their
Let me see
main
this.
results.
Let me see this.
Yeah.
Out of
How
nowhere.
long
Doesn't
is a
exist
javelin?
anywhere.
Okay, javelin rank 5e. How long is a javelin? And they're coming up with this number, which seems absolutely.
Remember, I give you the centimeters, right?
But
590
when you actually
centimeters?
go click to go to the page, it's not in there. So where Google decided that
Oh,
page had that
Olympic.
piece of information,
I had it
Yeah.
actually.
I still don't think it's anywhere.
What's the difference between a javelin and a spear? Yeah.
Short spear.
Doesn't matter. I was trying to make it work with the shit I didn't have,
Yeah.
and you were saying it wasn't even gonna reach that with 7 feet, so I was fine with that. But then you're like, I'll give you information. I was like, I don't want your information. I want to figure out my own.
We give you a suggestion. I did.
You did, and it worked. And
Stab
we're all
it.
screwed down.
Stab
so
it with a dagger.
I tried to
The
make
answer that
things.
Google is giving is not for D&D, just so you all know.
Yeah, that's what
There's
I.
the Olympic
Though
javelin.
it's linking to a D&D related
okay.
page, but then they can't find that
I'm
same
going-
information it's
Really
quoting
not.
on the page. It's just really weird.
I'm gonna look at my history.
But yeah, I never thought a javelin was that long. It's just Google.
So, quite literally, I mean,
Psycho
whether you want to use Bing or Google or whatever, there's nothing on fandom.
Want to use Bing. That concept hurts my brain.
But,
With edition roll 20.
I wonder. Javelin of Lightning.
It doesn't matter. You said it was.
So
already
anyway,
over.
would there be any kind of arena or coliseum type thing in town?
Where you're going?
In shit, I can't remember the name of the town.
Underhome.
Underhome. I can come up with something else, but if it's there,
You know what?
I'll
Yeah,
use it.
sure. There is a gladiatorial.
Yeah, very military
Venue.
town. Might not be huge, but
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There's also some like various fighting clubs, boxing clubs, that sort of thing.
yeah.
So if we're going with the description it gives in there for a length, oh god, no. There's just
All I read was.
The other thing
590
is how much lateral force it can take.
That's
'Cause it's just going to
true.
snap like
It's
a
not
toothpick.
590, it's like 260.
590 when I showed him.
So a military javelin
Huh?
comes in that
Yeah.
thing,
Except
and then
for
a
you.
short spear, which
Well,
is
that's
what they
what you-
described as being similar to,
Five
comes in at
nice.
6
5
to
9
8
centimeters
feet
to
according to
6
this. Of course, that set is taken over by whatever friggin'
Oh, you said 260 centimeters.
Oh, I don't know what.
That's 7 feet.
Oh, sorry. You're right, Karen. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
It's
Or
okay.
8 feet, sorry.
which is still in the middle of
I'm so
What
tall.
thing was
fucking
that?
really-
Yeah. But, yeah, you would seriously have difficulty getting through doors if you had that on your back.
Right. Except for I'm above that height anyways.
Yeah, but you can duck.
So I can sit around javelins lower.
God, I'm getting numbers all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me tell you something. In my world, they are 4 feet. You
And that's
know
what I
why?
agreed with.
Because when I searched military javelin, it came out at 4 feet. So similar to short spears, but shorter for throwing, and aerodynamic and powerful all the same.
So decrease the weight in them then?
They're still only 2 pounds apiece of solid whatever metal.
Probably
Okay.
wood.
Cool.
Which also highlights, given that length and amount of wood, this thing was going to snap like a twig anyway.
Okay?
Like,
What do you
based
mean?
on the
You
fact
just
that
said metal.
They are, hang on a sec.
is the shaft metal?
The head's metal, and then
Yeah, it would snap like
No,
a
it's
twig.
metal.
2 pounds? I'm imagining. Oh, I guess it would be a thin shaft of wood. Metal would be a lot heavier than that, wouldn't
It's
it?
true, like 8 pounds.
So yeah, like I say, head of metal and wood shaft. Simple enough.
Cool.
Because, well, they're designed to be thrown, so they've got a heavier head and a fairly...
So,
When I
just
say
to
go
describe-
against,
They're
I
not
still
gonna
want
last
things.
long.
I just want to figure them out. Appreciative?
Whatever. I mean, if I'm gonna get shot sets, I'm gonna give it a suggestion. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna get shot sets, you're gonna tell somebody how something is in the world. At the end of the day, you're
I
gonna
just use the research I have on
So,
5e.
right here, there's a hammer, and then you have the rope coming around and looping on
Oh, I got
the
your-
statue.
I got your
So,
description.
yeah.
Thank you.
So anyway, that's
I really do appreciate you doing that.
one point being.
But I just wanted to figure it out on my own, you know what I mean? Like,
The
my
rope
own
you have to
brain.
come up with.
Sometimes you
You, actually, never mind. You can watch none of the things. So if you want the hammer back, you can grab it.
I just haven't solved a problem of yours once myself. Without you give me the answer.
Hey, you solved the treasure room.
Nope, I got chastised for that.
What are you talking about?
Well, freaking James got pissed at me for waking you guys all up because I wouldn't stuck
Oh.
around.
He was sleepy.
You know what? At the end of the day, everything in the game goes the way it does. You get the players' decisions.
Right? I apologize if I caused any confusion.
So yeah, I'm basically...
I want to cover too. Okay.
Just a game?
Playing the game, yeah. Sorry?
So yeah, I'm basically thinking a half drow with kind of like a slave gladiator backstory that's now kind of being pressed into service.
Okay.
James said he's gonna keep his character.
Why half drop?
Hmm?
What's half
His old one or
drop?
his new one?
Like
That's a
half
race.
and
That's
half drop?
yeah. That's a race. It's yeah. There's so many freaking race variants.
Lost if I did.
Yeah, isn't it? Half drow is legitimately a thing. It's like a half elf as a drow.
Starts waiting for me outside. I'm gonna go.
No,
Good night.
Thank you for the game.
there's a drop out.
Do you want your
They loved making their racial variations. All yours in 5e. Some races have like 8 of them.
It's still a mix as well.
Facility, set
This is way better than
magic. Cool.
Got a bag, which gives me
Darkness.
Alright.
and all this stuff.
Good game, Lil. Good game.
Nothing bad ever.
Be safe. We'll see you next week.
Right. Really good session, man. It's a fun one.
Cheers.
Yeah, so you said Thursday you might be able to make it up for the fitness
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some backs to come out for it. We'll see.
I'd say 3 people, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, the one thing.
You're not going to need an army.
The one thing is dismantling one piece. Should be fine.
Well, I don't know how much you want to dismantle it versus, you said the guy's got like a flat bed, right?
Yeah, it's just pretty flat, so we can
So yeah,
on there.
well,
It'll all go on the load. It's just getting it all on there.
dude, it's not that far. It might be easier to take things apart less and do more trips.
Whatever. If you like what you see, remember
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, to this week, it'll be Wednesday as well. Tomorrow from 6 p.m., most days from 7 p.m., and as well as Sundays, actually. Holy Christ. From 7 p.m. until whenever we finish, which I usually want it to be about 10, but the first day is gone until 20 to 11 today. Until next time, it's been my pleasure to be your entertainment master, my pilot of size, and my cast of other players. I'm Curtis. the pleasure here, there's my Santerre. Until next time, Merry 20th on 20. Have a good night all.